membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
Discover holiday magic with Founders Federal Credit Union. Now through December 31st. Make your holiday shopping merry and bright with our special 7.99 APR rate on select holiday purchases made with your Founders credit card. You need to hurry though. This rate will be gone as fast as the holidays. Visit foundersfcu.com/cc to save big this holiday season. Call 1-800-845-1614 for details about credit costs and terms.
This is the Touchstone Energy Cooperative's North-South All-Star Game, home to the Mr. Football South Carolina Award. Today's game is presented by Touchstone Energy Electric Cooperatives. It's time for the kickoff from Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium. Here is the voice of the Touchstone Energy Bowl, Phil Kornblut.
Okay, we're just about ready to get underway. Richie, are you able to get with Coach Young?
He's actually, just give me just a second. I'm going to try to locate him real quick.
Okay. They're on the field. They're about ready to kick this thing off. As soon as we give them the go-ahead, this is the power of radio. You let me know, Richie. Now it looks like we're going to kick it off. So let's move on. And we're underway here in the 76th Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl from Myrtle Beach. We've got a terrific kickoff return to get things underway. And across midfield all the way down to the 45-yard line on that kick return for the North. They set them up in excellent field position. Jamie Downing on the tackle for the South and returning the football across midfield for the North team was Zy Alford out of Gray Collegiate. So we're off and ready to go here. The ball put down at the 47-yard line of the South. The North with the football moving from right to left. Going to have Malachi Marshall from South Point at quarterback. And on the first play of the game, he hands it off up the middle. And we're going to get a run across the 45 down close to the 44-yard line. And on the first carry, it's Keemaine Brunson from Saluda High School. He picks up short yardage. And it's Downing on the tackle with the South team, bringing up second down after a gain of 2, second down and 8.
Had a little inside zone play, Phil, just bounced it outside and almost broke it.
Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back just to the right of the quarterback who takes a snap. He drops back, now starts to run, finds some running room across the 40, 35, and down to the 30-yard line, Malachi Marshall from South Point, who passed for over 1,600 yards and 15 touchdowns this season. Nice job of letting that gap open up and take it off.
Well, he just read the linebackers, and they took off and ran with the receivers and nobody there.
We're going to have a 4-man front on both sides defensively, 3 linebackers and 4 in the secondary.
Playing 1 safety.
First down from the 30-yard line, 3 receivers left. Handoff up the middle. There's running room across the 30, and falling to the 25-yard line is Brunson, and he's tackled by Downing, who's making all the plays out there. The guy is everywhere. Special teams, defense. That's a gain down to the 24-yard line of the South. Give him about 6 on that first down carry.
Well, they're hitting that thing inside, and he just bounces it outside. He's quick as a cat, so he's getting through there and making some yards.
Second down and 4 for the North on the opening drive of the game. We are scoreless, but the North with an excellent kickoff return and now a drive going. And on this second down play, this time Brunson is going nowhere. He is brought down right away at about the 25-yard line, and it's Jamie Downing in on the tackle. What is Downing doing out there, Coach?
I think he's just following the little running back wherever he goes, because he's getting it every play. He's making plays.
All right, looks like a loss of about 2 brings up 3rd and 4, and you're going to get 3 receivers to the right. The running back is set up off the right shoulder of the quarterback. 5-man offensive front. The quarterback rolls to his right, fires to the right side through the hands of his receiver as he was trying to hit over on the right side. Caden Crawford out of Clinton. The ball was a little bit high, but it was catchable from Marshall. Going to bring up a 4th down, Coach.
Yeah, they're playing man on one side field and trying to play the combo on the other side with one safety, and that's kind of confused him a little bit as far as what he's trying to read.
Looks like they're going to go for it. At least line up to do it. Everybody does that these days.
Oh, yeah.
In 4th down situation. Line up, try to draw them off sides, or perhaps in this case, with the kicking situation, there's absolutely no wind to speak of that I can tell. So it's 4th down, and he drops back to the
what a catch.
Has his man over the middle, and it's a touchdown.
What a throw.
That is Mikhail McClellan from J.L. Mann right in the middle of the defense, and Marshall put the ball right on the numbers for the touchdown, Coach.
Yes, that was a great throw. Good job by the offensive line. Had plenty of time, and he threw a rope in there.
What kind of route did he run?
He ran a little quick post inside and then took it to the center, right up the middle.
Found a little gap in the defense.
Yeah, a little inside route there, but he hit it right between 2 people.
Jack Stevens, the place kicker for the North. The snap is good. The kick is away for the extra point. And it's no good. Everything was good except the kick on that one as he pulled it left. So the North takes the opening kickoff. They get an excellent kickoff return, and they move quickly down the field for a touchdown. And the North has taken the early 6-0 lead here in the Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl. And we'll continue in just a moment from here in Myrtle Beach. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly.
Time out. What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in South Carolina.
This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
Have you noticed bad behavior?
All right, the North has taken the early 6-0 lead here in Myrtle Beach. Zion Dobson is awaiting the kickoff from Stevens, and it is going to carry into the end zone, and so it will come out, and the South will start with their first possession of the football game after the North coach put together an outstanding drive to get things going.
They did. They mixed in the run and the pass, and like I said, he just made a great throw and a great route on that post route inside, a little short post, and looks good for the North right now.
Let's go down to Richie on the sideline. That was a very impressive-looking drive to get things rolling.
Community is everything. Electric Cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust.
All right, we'll catch up with Richie in just a second, but that was a very impressive drive by the North to get things rolling. Now the South will start at their own 20-yard line, and they will start off at quarterback with McKendry Douglas out of Hartsville.
Wow.
And he takes the football on the first snap and picks up a short gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Little quarterback keeper off the left side.
Right, everybody was covered. He had nothing else to do but run with it.
Jakari Bennett on the tackle for the North. 2nd down and 6. And this time a handoff right up the middle. Pickup of a couple of yards on the carry. Jaden Allen Hendricks from Irmo Jakari Bennett on the tackle
Looks
once
like
again.
Jakari Bennett in on the stop.
And third down and 3 upcoming for the South. As the South is trailing with 8:35 to go in the first quarter, 6-0.
They're both teams playing identical on defense right now. You know, they're adjusting to the formation, but they're keeping that one high safety all the time.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Running back set up just to the left of the quarterback, facing a 3-man front. Fakes the handoff, runs to the left, trying to pick up that first down, and I believe he's got it just across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, great run.
Jakari Bennett on the tackle once again, but it keeps the drive alive for the South as they get to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the South, moving left to right, which here would mean going from the south to the north.
Right.
We say this every year because the ocean's behind us, so that's got to be the east.
Okay.
At least that's how I figure it. Uh-oh. My pilot friend says otherwise. Well, if the ocean's behind us, that's got to be the east behind us, right? Oh, no. Okay, 31-yard line. Handoff around the right side, 30, up to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line.
36.
That is LaVon White from Andrews on the carry. And he's brought down by Nye Cook, defensive back from Burns. And he picks up about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Tell you what, number 67 for the South is a huge human being. Have you seen him, Coach?
Yes, he's 6'5", 360. That's every bit of it.
I believe that's the young man from Lower Richland.
Yeah.
All right. Pass across the middle. And it's going to be complete for a first down to Derek Sally.
No, they changed it.
Oh, did they drop it? Okay, incomplete. Looked like Sally had it and was bringing it to the ground, but now they're calling it incomplete. So that'll bring up
And that's number 2, Jaden Simpkins.
a 3rd down and 5 situation for the South. I thought that was a completed
He
pass.
did too. He's a good-looking athlete, that Sally kid. I talked to Jeff Tate, his coach, when he got to Ashley Ridge. He said he's going to be great.
Jaden Simpkins on the coverage there to create the incompletion. So now it's 3rd down and 5 for the South from their own 36-yard line. And the quarterback gives to the running back off the right side, across the 40, 45, midfield, to the 40, to the 20, to the 10, 5, and touchdown. What a run by Carmelo McDaniel from Hartsville.
Wow.
He took the football around the right side, found an opening, and he turned on the Jets.
The reason that play worked is the quarterback took a hit. He made a great read and gave the ball to that young man on the outside, and the wide receivers did a good job blocking and ended up with 6 points.
Well, you know what? That's teammate to teammate.
You're right.
That's 2 Hartsville kids. They know how to run the deception offense, don't they?
Yes, that was very smooth. But he took a hit, and then, like you said, that's what he's supposed to do, though.
All right, waiting on the extra point to come up, waiting on the holder to get out there. The holder is going to be the quarterback, McKendry Douglas. So he had to trot out there before we got the kick here. And the kick is coming, and it is going to be good. So with that kick by Chase Klein of Chapin, the South has taken the lead. Back-to-back scoring drives to open this one up. So an exciting start to the ball game. 6:45 to go in the opening quarter, and the South has taken a 7-6 lead on the North. And we'll be back with more in a moment from here in Myrtle Beach. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
Hi, this is Billy Downer from the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Are you looking for a safe place to shoot your rifle or handgun? Did you know that the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources operates 4 manned ranges across the state in Pickens County, Spartanburg County, Richland County, and Charleston County? For more information on our public ranges, visit dnr.sc.gov/shooting.
A great way to start this All-Star game if you like offense. If you're a defensive guy, this isn't for you, because the two teams have taken the football and gone up and down the field thus far. Offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Would you agree with that?
Yes. But it's exciting to watch them score.
Yeah, they wanted to score. And that's what we've got. 2 very good drives to open things up. 7-6, the South is on top, and we're ready for
Going to be a high kick.
the kick.
Number 5.
And it is picked up at about the 30-yard line and returned. Short gain on the kick return. And the return for the North was by Kenai Cook from Burns. Picked up a short kick, brought it a short distance back. And so the North will set up at about their own 36-yard line.
I think the South coaches learned something real quick. We ain't kicked to that number 4 again.
Yeah. Gartrell Townsend in on the tackle for the South team. Welcoming in Chris Bethea as our spotter again this year, the veteran spotter for the Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl. He put the fleet into the flying fleet back in the day at Erskine.
And again,
handoff on first down, going to get a gain of about 5 yards on that first down carry. And on the carry is Elijah Coleman from Chester High School. Rushed for about 1,800 yards this season. Going to pick up about 4 yards, bring up a second down and 6 as he took it around the right side.
Yeah, Phil, I want to mention earlier, you see a lot of different numbers out here every time they change. But as far as offense and defense, everybody's got to play in every quarter.
It's a revolving door off the sideline. Here we go. On second down, quarterback's going to keep. He dropped back the pass, and then he took off and got across the 40 up to about the 43-yard line. That's Coleman Gray of Chapman in at quarterback. And Gartrell Townsend comes in and takes his legs out from under him. He gets up to the 43-yard line. Be a little bit short of the first down. Call it 3rd and a long 3 for the South team, for the North team, I'm sorry.
That was a coverage sack. If you want to, it wasn't a sack, it was a coverage. They had a good job on the South defense, and he had to take it and run. And little 22 was out there and gave him a little chip block and picked up about 3 more. So they got a shot at getting first down here.
Obviously, they're just picking up man-to-man in the secondary.
Right now they are, because they still have that one safety there on one, but they're playing combo on the short side and on the wide side, excuse me.
All right, third down, fakes the handoff up the middle. He has the first down across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So Coleman Gray, little option game there, a little RPO action perhaps.
Well, he's reading that end, and the end crashed down, took the running back. He pulled it, made a great read there for a first down.
Josiah Young on the tackle for the South. The ball has been moved to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the North. Second impressive drive for the North in as many possessions as they trail here, only because of a missed extra point at 7-6, the South on top as we roll past the halfway point of the first quarter. This time the quarterback's going to have nowhere to go as Coleman Gray tried to hand the ball off, but the South defense had they had stuffed that play from the very beginning.
Yeah, that was just, they made a great decision a while ago, and he didn't make such a great decision that time. And if he just eats it and goes down right there, he won't lose 15 yards or 10 yards. But, trying to make a play, trying to do things he's probably done all year long, just don't work against these guys sometimes.
Charles Jeffcoat on the stop. Yeah, he lost a bunch. The ball is all the way back at the 45. Got to get to the opponent's 35 for a first down. So it's 2nd down and 20. He drops back to pass. Now he's flushed to the right. He's going down. Big sack that time by the South. Couple of defenders coming together to meet at the quarterback. We've got Terrence Wells and we got Kayvon Chisholm combining on that sack. And this drive all of a sudden has gone into reverse.
They turned him loose there. The offensive line just turned him loose, and he paid for it.
All right, third down and a mile. I mean, they've got to reach the 35 of the South, and they're going to be playing this one from their own 35. Basically, they got to flip the field.
Well, you don't have many plays in your playbook for this.
For 3rd and 30.
Yeah.
Quick pass to the right, little screen action, not much there. On the receiving end was Deion Brown, but he doesn't get very much. So the punting team's going to come on. Jack Stevens will have to kick it away for the North. And on the coverage was Miles Brown, linebacker from Ridgeview. He's committed to Virginia. Did a nice job of sniffing that out and forcing a short game.
Okay, we got too many people on the South.
Wilson.
Got about 14.
That would be a problem.
If you can get away with it, it's good, but I don't think they're going to be able to get away with this time.
Looks like Coleman Gray is going to handle the punting, who's also quarterback. He's going to double up as the punter. And back to receive is Jaron Waiters. You better be careful with him.
Yeah.
Only legal in the lower part of the state.
And also they have, looks like Dwayne Simmons. Is he back there as well? That's
Can't say the number.
trying to pick up the number. Looks like he might be the lone safety back there now. We can identify that number. What is that? Is that 88? Well, we'll find out here momentarily. As we await the punt, he's standing at his own 31. He gets the snap. He gets it up and off the side of his foot. That's going to go out of bounds at about the South 40. We'll see where they mark it. You want to find the official and see how far up the sideline. He's still trotting. He's still trotting. He's still trotting. That's the other official. Let's find the official who's actually marking the ball. I see the official going that way. There we go. All right, he marks it at the 48. I'm watching the guy running for the end zone.
I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Really? After he crossed the 50, I knew something was up. All right, the South has it at their own 48 on first down. It's a give right up the middle, and there's running room for the running back. And that is Levon White of Andrews picking up good yardage on that first down play. Jake Curtis stepping up to make the play, but not before. He picks up about 12 yards down to the 40-yard line on a first down run.
That offensive line is just controlling it right now for the South.
First down from the 40. Fakes the handoff, throws to the left side. Intercepted. He overthrows the receiver. It's picked off. Back across the 40 to the 42-yard line on the interception is Anthony Lyons. Anthony Lyons from Greer, playing for his head coach, Will Young. He gets the interception on the overthrow, and he returns it.
Hey, big play by the defensive back there, but the quarterback just overthrew the receiver, and that does happen.
2:12 to go in the opening quarter. It's a 7-6 South advantage. But they just turned it over after having a promising drive, and the ball will be marked at the 43 of the North, 1st and 10. Going to get Malachi Marshall back in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the left side for him. Running back off the right. He's on the right hash. He drops back. He's throwing deep down the left side, and he overshoots his receiver as he dove for it. He got a hand on it, but he couldn't pull it in. He had to kind of turn and face the quarterback as he was trying to make that catch, but he could not get a hand on it. Looked like Terrence Smith trying to make the play, and Karan Foster was on the coverage.
4 was the receiver. Okay.
Terrence Smith out of South Aiken on the attempted receiving end. Just couldn't get 2 hands on it as he was falling backwards.
They had 2 receivers in the same zone, too. That didn't help him, and he put had a great throw.
They're going to run it this time on 2nd down, and the give around the right side. He's knocked out of bounds, and that is Kenmaine Brunson on the carry. Short gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down play here as the clock is rolling in the first quarter with exactly 2 minutes to go, and the South leading 7-6.
That new young man's quick. He just can't get away on that edge. If he get on the edge, he'll be gone.
Dakota Jordan on the tackle.
What was a penalty?
I don't know.
5 yards for a face mask. Oh, they do that now.
Second down from the 49-yard line for the North as they move right to left. Here at Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium, quarterback takes, throws to the right side, has a completion for the first down. Nice job of just getting enough for the first down. On the receiving end was Emazon Littlejohn from Gaffney. Not amazing, but Emazon Littlejohn. Littlejohn family in Gaffney has put out some football players, haven't they?
Been there forever. I've been in the state a while. Every time I turn around, they got another one. They're always all good.
I love the name, too. Emazon, E-M-A-Z-O-N. Had about at 56 catches this season for about 900 yards. All right, first down. Quarterback rolls left, stops, throws back across his body to the left side. It's going to be intercepted. It is picked off. He stopped and threw to the left side. It's going to be intercepted. And it is Miles Pratt, free safety from Richland Northeast, who comes up with that interception.
They had a good combo route over here, but they ran too close. One ran a post, the other ran a wheel, and they were right almost close to each other. That's how the kid picked it off.
And so the South will take possession now at their own 23-yard line, and they are leading 7-6 with 1:14 to go in the opening quarter. Been an active opening quarter, to say the least.
Right.
All right, in at quarterback for the South is McKendry Douglas out of Hartsville. He's got a running back to the right. He stands on the right hash. He's going to throw to the right side. He has his man, and it's going to be a short gain across the 25 to 27-yard line. It is Derek Sally on the receiving end there. He is slung down by Bruce Nauber, who's headed to Furman. Boy, tough loss for Furman last night.
Yeah, it was. I watched half of it. But that kid made a good play. He's playing tackle and made good pursuit down the line to make that tackle. He can move.
Let's give him a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. The ball is put down at the 28-yard line of the South. They lead 7-6. Ball's on the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And the handoff goes up the middle, and it's going to be a nice pickoff across the 35, across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Good hard running in there by Trey Thompson out of Andrew Jackson before Jakari Bennett was able to bring him down. And for Thompson, 2,167 rushing yards this year. He just showed why.
Exactly. Great run, that young man. Kept his legs moving. Got a couple spin moves and first down.
Inside of a minute to go here in the quarter. Ball is put down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Got a tight formation on the left side. The receivers are kind of bunched in on the left side. Got 3 over there. High snap. Quarterback pulls it down, runs to the right, and just takes a knee. That play could not develop. I guess the snap just threw the timing off.
It does, I say it does. It always does. But the thing about it is, these kids don't have a whole lot of time to work together. And that's just going to happen every once in a while.
22 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll see if they want to take another snap here. That was a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13. They do line up with 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Ball's on the right hash. And he takes the snap. He looks. He fires to the right side. Incomplete.
That ball's going to fall incomplete.
And that leaves us with no time left in the opening quarter. That will be the last play of the opening quarter. An exciting opening quarter. Touchdowns and turnovers. Pretty much the story of the opening quarter, along with an excellent kickoff return. So, after 1, the South leads the North 7-6 here in Myrtle Beach. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the SCHSL, are the 96,000 high school sports students in South Carolina. And so we stand
We stand for the runners, soccer and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
You are listening to play-by-play coverage of the 2023 Touchstone Energy Cooperative's North-South Bowl game, presented by the Sports Talk Media Network.
WQXL Columbia, W264DF.
From the Bart Fireside Studio, the solution for keeping you warm this winter.
This is 107 The Point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start the second quarter of football action here today. Let's jump in.
All right, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
You know what I'm saying?
We're back in Myrtle Beach, about to start the second quarter, with the South leading the North by a score of 7-6. You got some numbers over there, Coach?
Yeah, I got little quick numbers there as far as rushing and passing, and it's kind of spread out on both sides.
All right, here we go to start the second quarter. Little dump-off pass to the right side, and the receiver breaks one tackle, carries another tackler with him, gets up near the 50-yard line. So he does a really nice job after catching that pass. And on the receiving end was Jaden Allen Hendricks out of the backfield. Camden Durant finally wrestled him down, but not before he gets up to the 49-yard line. It's 4th and I would say 3. Looks like they are going to go ahead and punt the football away. So Klein comes on to punt for the South. You'll love this kid out of Chapin. He's going to Western Carolina to play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
He's a +3 handicap.
Wow.
How about that? That's right up your alley, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I saw that about 35 years ago.
Now, you're a Western Carolina alum, so you can tell him what golf courses to play.
No, I was hoping you could say play football. We need some more players.
No.
Okay.
You know what? If they run short of kickers, they can always look him up.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, much like Clemson did.
I'll tell Coach Bell that. Kind of can remember that.
Yeah.
Call him back after he gets the job.
Let's go down to Richie on the sideline. We got a little break here for a moment. Wait, what's your feeling from the sidelines after a quarter?
Well, I tell you what, guys, a lot of excitement. You know, Phil, you laugh about them going to the golf course, but they do it on soccer fields every year over on college campuses. So why not head over to the other field? But on this field, the story is the offensive line from the South. I mean, these guys in the trenches are really doing a great job opening up the run. Watch out for Sally here in the second quarter, because I'm going to tell you something. They're going to start throwing his way as they get a little more comfortable with the run.
All right, he split out to the right side. Well, he will be when they get back to the offense. The punting team is on right now. And now we have a high snap, but the kick is away, and it's a nice kick. Very nice kick. Takes a South roll inside the 10 and goes out of bounds. It'll be marked at the 10-yard line. It just crossed the 10. I don't think it touched the 9, so it'll be marked at the 10. That was an excellent punt.
It was. And you know, every coach who's ever been on a special teams, just come up and catch the football. If you do that, it won't roll. It won't go anywhere else but in your hands. And it's fair catch.
All right, first down at the 10. As we get underway here in the second quarter, the South is leading the North 7-6. Both teams scoring on their first possessions of the game, and then both teams turned it over.
They did.
On their next possession.
They did, and, you know, it's just trying to find that combination right now. I know you're substituting them every other series and trying to find the ones that you feel like can make some plays, and that's kind of hard sometimes.
All right, here we go. Ball's on the right hash. Quarterback fakes the handoff. tries to find some running room up the middle. There's nowhere for him to go. That's Coleman Gray out of Chapman, and he was immediately surrounded by red shirts after that fake handoff.
Well, you know, their offensive line just kind of caved in on a couple places. I think to pull the guard, and he got knocked down, and his man made the play.
Terrence Wells gets in on the tackle, and so it's a loss of 2. The North hasn't done much offensively since that opening drive.
I think they need to go back to some of the things that they were successful for in that first drive, Phil. Hopefully they'll do that.
Chase Bird is in at wide receiver. It's going to be a walk-on at Clemson, a preferred walk-on. Second down handoff up the middle, and again, there's nowhere to go. I mean, that defensive front of the South just collapsed that offensive line of the North and prevented no gain whatsoever for Elijah Coleman out of Chester, and it was Terrence Wells in on the tackle.
As much rush as they're getting, as much pressure as they're getting, they're going to have to run some screens or, you know, draw or something because they're coming. They're just teeing off and coming.
3 receivers to the left this time. It is 3rd and 11. Ball's in the middle of the field. 1 running back with the quarterback. He takes the snap. It's a little low. Under some pressure. Gets it away. Finds his running back on the left side. He's going to get to the 15 and then knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. It'll be short of the yardage needed for first down. He was under pressure, the quarterback. That was Gray, and he had to get rid of it to his running back. And we have on the stop Miles Pratt and also Franklin Emerson combining for that stop at about the 25-yard line. So that will bring up a punting situation and 4th down for the North.
You'll have to have some more of that play right there, Phil. I was going to say it a while ago when the South had the football, when they made the play on that, they're putting the back on the linebacker, and you got to get an advantage there. And if you can get the ball off, you ought to have an advantage. But the South got it a while ago, and the North did it one time. But that's something I think both teams need to use a little bit more.
Reset it. The ball's marked down to the 15-yard line. That is where the punt will come from. We've got a timeout taken by the South, and we'll hold it right here since they were into the timeout by the time we recognize it. So we'll hold it right here. We're early in the second quarter, and the South is leading the North 7-6, and the North has a punting situation coming up. Want to mention that today's game is dedicated to Bob Pauling, who grew up in St. Matthews, went to Clemson. He was a football and baseball player. He was on the 81 national championship team, and he is the CEO of Mid-Carolina Electric Cooperatives in Lexington and is heavily involved in the success of this football game. So congratulations to Bob Pauling, for whom the game today was dedicated. By your reaction, you didn't like that punt.
Not a good punt at all. About 25 yards, Phil.
All right. So the South's going to take over with great field position after that short punt that just hit and came to a dead roll at the 42-yard line. Excellent field position for the South on this possession as we have Drake Braddock coming out as the quarterback, and as the running back to start this series will be Carmelo McDaniel. And on first down, the handoff's McDaniel, 40, 35, 30, knocked out of bounds at the 27. He has got electricity in those feet.
He does. He's quick, very quick. He's going to break one in a minute.
Jaden Simpkins on the tackle.
Well, he's already broke one, but he's going to make it. Excuse me.
Yeah, he was the one that had the long touchdown run earlier.
Yeah.
They've got the Hartsville combination in with the quarterback. No, I'm sorry. Now Drake Braddock is in at quarterback. He's from Gilbert.
It's on the ground.
And the pass to the right side is, as Richie pointed out, they were going to try to get Derek Sally more involved in the game. They just tried to hit him with a pass to the right side, but it was too low, hit the ground, be second down and 10 from the 29. Just didn't put enough mustard on that one.
No, he made the fake and he had to stand back up, didn't step forward in the throw, so that makes it tough on him getting it there, and that's a long throw for a quarterback.
All right, second and 10. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Ball's on the left hash. In the game at running back is Thompson. And
it's going to go underneath. It's hard.
Up the middle we go this time with Thompson carrying the football for a short gain, and that'll bring up third down. Ball is marked down at the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7.
They're rotating people in and out. I know that's hard for everybody.
Everybody's got to play every quarter, right?
Yep.
From the 27, 3 receivers to the right. Fake the handoff. No, they give it. They give it. And a good hard run right up the middle is Jaden Allen Hendricks from Irmo. Rushed for over 2,100 yards this season. He's gang tackled there by Jakari Bennett and D.T. Thompson. Before he picks up some yardage, however, he gained about 5 yards, so it's 4th and 3, the ball at the 23-yard line. And they're going to go for it. And the quarterback, Braddock, is in the shotgun. The running back, Alex Hendricks, next to him. They give him the football. He is not going to go anywhere. Alan Hendricks is stopped in the backfield for no gain, maybe a loss, and the North is going to take over with that 4th down stop.
Great play by C.J. Dixon from South Point. He was in the backfield as soon as he handed it off to him, and they kind of put themselves in a tough situation there. But South offensive line's been doing a good job up to that point, and they just got outplayed by number 56.
Did he just whip them up front?
He did. He got through the gap and then made the play. He was right there when he handed it off.
All right, we've had a scoreless second quarter thus far. The South leads 7-6, 7:19 to play here. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll carry live the announcement for Mr. Football, so stay tuned for that. Here we go, 1st down, and the quarterback dropping back the pass. He's going deep down the middle, and it is broken up at the last moment. Marshall just did not have enough on it to get the ball to Bird, who was running just straight down the field before K.J. Chisholm had a terrific defensive play by getting up and knocking that ball away.
It's a great play on his part. If that would have been 6 if he hadn't have.
Marshall threw a nice ball, just not enough on that one. I got a feeling Bird runs pretty well. 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 23. Marshall, the quarterback, takes the snap, drops back, looks, throws to the right side, has a receiver. At the 30, breaks a tackle, 35, across the 40, to the 45, and out of bounds. Nice catch and run there by Dion Brown from Louisville. He moves the chains with that catch and run.
That's a great job of that young man as far as after catching the ball. You know, one of them yak plays. But he's found out he can play in this game. Just because he's from a smaller school, doesn't mean he can't play.
Well, Louisville has put out some ballers, haven't they?
They have. They certainly have. It's a good-looking young man there.
Ball's up to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 there. Clock is rolling with 6:48 to play in the first half. Ball's on the right hash, 2 receivers to that side. Quarterback takes, runs to the left, turns it back up, and he's going to be thrown for a loss back at the 46-yard line. Again, that looked like a true quarterback keeper, and Kayvon Chisholm stepped up and made the tackle.
Well, I think he was counting on that running back blocking a little bit for him, but that didn't happen. So
running back says, man, I'm a carrier. I'm not a blocker. I'm an all-star running back, not an all-star blocker. All right, ball put down at the 45, so give him a loss of 3. 2nd down. 3 to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Make that 3 to the left and 1 to the right. And this time the quarterback keeps up the middle and is going to be chased out of bounds at midfield and pushed into the bench area.
He's hurt.
And he is one of the, is that an assistant coach or one of the trainers?
I think, maybe. One of the trainers. He took a roll there.
Ooh, knocked the bench over, as a matter of fact.
Bent it. It is bent.
They bent?
Yes.
the bleacher piece being used as a bench, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
How about that?
Goodness. Hope that guy's okay.
Marshall, the quarterback, gets the ball down to the South 49. Yeah, he's up and walking around.
Okay, good.
At the 49, it's 3rd down and 7. Ball's on the right hash. Marshall takes out, looks to the right, throws and overthrows his receiver as he was trying to connect with Dion Brown, and he overthrew him. That's going to bring up fourth down in the punting situation.
They're having some trouble out here with these extra outside routes here. They're running the routes are right together, and it's making it easy to cover them. And I know he overthrew that one, but they run two guys right in the same area. So something's got to be corrected there a little bit. Maybe get that fixed, and they'll make some progress.
All right, ball's put down at the 49 for the snap. And the quarterback, Gray, is in to punt it away. And he does. And the ball's going to hit at about the 15 and take a roll for the North. And going to go out of bounds at about the 12. So an effective punt there. And so we're playing field position game here. And the South would take over deep in their own territory at the 12-yard line.
Back and forth, back and forth. That's what we're doing now. But everybody got excited that first two series for everybody, and now we just settled into a defensive battle.
Just looking at some of the offensive linemen going out there for the South, there's Marquell Moser from Richland Northeast, and he checks in at 6'5", 360 pounds. That is one large human being. All right, quarterback is McKendry Douglas from Hartsville. And he takes a snap. He looks to his left. He pump fakes. Now he's going to go deep. He has a receiver, but it's broken up at the last moment. And it goes incomplete. And on the coverage is Brandon Teamer, who I was told was out of the game because of a knee injury earlier in the week. But here he is playing. So good for him.
That little stop-and-go route, and he had him wide open, but safety made a great play. You're talking about offensive lineman. This Phil McLean from Carolina Forest. I've been watching him. He's 6'4", 295, and just mammoth, his man.
Second down. And they give it off to the running back up the middle, looking for some room to run, but there's nowhere to go as Levon White is stopped after a short gain, and it'll bring up third down. In a short week of practice like this, what is more difficult for the linemen to pick up? Pass protection or run blocking?
Run blocking. They pass protect. I mean, unless they don't been on a team all year long that doesn't throw the ball very much, but they can run block. It's, that's the big thing, the hard to figure out, because you know where they're going to be, supposed to be, but you got to make adjustments.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 7. And the quarterback drops back under some pressure. Now he is going to go down back at the 5-6-yard line. A couple of defenders were on him from the very beginning, and Douglas had nowhere to go. It's Teron Foster, and it is Jay Harris combining on the sack there. And this is going to bring up a 4th down and a punting situation from the end zone, from the middle part of the end zone for Chase Klein. And he'll be punting in just a moment, and he'll be punting to Chase Bird.
I don't know, Phil, if that was one of those RPOs or something, but this side of the line was blocking like run, not pass blocking.
All right, high snap. Klein gets it. It's blocked. It is blocked and goes through the back of the end zone for a safety. How about that? Special teams for the North.
Yeah,
JoJo Barrett getting in to block the punt. They're fortunate, the South is, that it went through the end zone and only 2 points, and that gives the North an 8-7 lead with 4:12 to go in the quarter. So we're going to run to a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. The North has taken an 8-7 lead here in the second quarter. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
The lottery is not about getting rich. It's about helping people, and it always has been. The lottery is what helped raise the Great Wall of China, build the roads of Rome, and today in South Carolina, it's what generates millions of dollars each year for scholarships like the SC Hope, Life, and Palmetto Fellows. The South Carolina Education Lottery is investing in you. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to learn more.
With that block punt, the North has taken an 8-7 lead on the South. Let's go down to Richie on the sideline. First of all, how about that incident a moment ago where the bench was taken out on the sideline there on the South side?
Well, the good news is that young man is okay. He's actually one of the ball guys down here chasing things around and having a good time. So he got up laughing. Not sure he's going to laugh this time tomorrow. As we get a little older, things take a little longer to hit us a little harder.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, you're talking about a great chess match here between two good coaches or a ton of good coaches on both sides here. I mean, it takes a safety to get the North the lead for the second time here today. But, I keep waiting for a big play, but both defenses have stepped up pretty big today.
You got Coach Scott Early standing there next to you. Why don't you go over while we got a moment and ask him his thoughts about not being on the headset, about you replacing him now. You have usurped his responsibility.
Now, Coach Early here with us. Coach, I'm taking over the mic from you. You've been able to sit down on the gator and relax a little bit today. How's that working out for you?
I like retiring from coaching high school football for 30 years. I absolutely love it. And you're better looking and better dressed than me anyway.
Well, there you go.
I know he's enjoying the football action.
Yeah, guys, I tell you what, it's been a great atmosphere, and look at the crowd. I mean, that's something that really amazes me. Both stands are loaded for the North and the South, and it's just a great atmosphere. And like we said earlier, perfect weather for a perfect game.
Yep. Yeah. Coach Shirley never met a microphone he didn't like Coach Luckadoo.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we wish him well in his new role. He's going to do a fantastic job.
Again, they're trying to that was kick the number forward, Terrence Smith from South Aiken. He's a weapon.
Oh, he's dangerous.
Yes.
He is dangerous. All right, ball is at the 46-yard line. First and 10 after a good kickoff return. First and 10, 46 for the North. And the quarterback takes out, throws deep down the left side. Can he get it to his man? He cannot, as he was trying to connect with Josh Williams of Westside and just couldn't get the ball to him. No, I'm sorry. Make that Caden Crawford. Trying to connect with Caden Crawford. And that is Coleman Gray at quarterback. Is well covered. It's Anthony Williams. Anthony Williams on the coverage.
They got to get the routes wider. They had two fades, and they were right there next to each other. And the ball's thrown pretty well, but
all right,
it's going again.
Rolls to the left, fires it way out of bounds.
That got hit. They're going to hit 15 yards on. They flick on the quarterback.
Yep, there's a flag down.
Turn your microphone on.
See if we can get our official turn his mic on there. And he did, but we didn't hear him.
Nope.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, they got him for a roughing the passer on that play. Two guys actually came at him, hit him a little bit late, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, the ball was tipped there, and it looked like he made a bad throw, but the ball was tipped and it went about 10, 15 yards out of bounds.
Franklin Emerson. Franklin Emerson was the one on the hit that brought the flag, and the ball is going to be moved way on down to the 39-yard line of the South. So that is a costly penalty. The North has the football because they blocked the punt that went through the end zone for safety. And so the South had to kick. And now the North has the ball at the South 39-yard line. Ooh, bad snap. Looks like he snapped it before the quarterback was ready.
Whoa.
And it was nearly intercepted as the quarterback picked up the ball. That's Coleman Gray. So the ball apparently was snapped before he was ready. He picked it up. He swung it to the left side to an open receiver, but then a defender closed quickly and nearly intercepted it over there.
Well, I'm going to come to the defense at the center here a little bit, Phil, because he's from West Side. And this Nick just came down this week and is filling. He's playing every play at the center position. And, he just snapped it a little early, but a fine young man, good-looking kid's going to play somewhere later on, but he's having to get every snap. He don't come out.
I wonder what they would do if something were to happen to him.
I don't know if they want to follow that question.
Yeah, here we go. Another quick pass to the right side, and he's got it to his receiver, who gets it down across the 30 and near the first down, and that on the receiving end was Mikhail McClellan, as he just took what looked like a little receiver screen and KJ Chisholm brought him down, but he gets the first down, Coach.
Yeah, the great little hitch route there, and that outstanding job on the outside blocking by the other receiver, and picked up the first down.
Little quick action there on the right side. So the ball's down to the 27-yard line. It's 1st and 10 with 3:19 to go in the half. And the North leading 8-7. And Gray takes out, fires deep down to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. He was trying to connect with the speedy receiver, Terrence Smith. It was Cartrell Townsend on the coverage from Latta. Nobody picks on a football player from Latta, Coach. I can tell you that right now.
You guys are prejudiced, I know, but great play.
You're living dangerously if you throw into Latta territory.
Well, I'm very surprised they keep trying to throw deep. They must see something we don't. But
the coverage has been excellent.
Very good. I don't know why they keep going, but I guess they're just trying to break one.
All right, 2nd down. Gray, the quarterback, running back to his right. He fakes the handoff, peaks, and dives ahead across the 25, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Good hard running by Gray that time as he was hit soon after faking the handoff. William Coker comes in and makes the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down. He only gained about a yard, 3rd down and 9. They mark it back at the 26 with the clock winding. 2:42 to go in the half. Don't forget Mr. Football at halftime.
Oh, there's 5.
And we're going to get a flag on the South here.
Encroachment, defense, 5 yards, remains 3rd down.
You got it that time.
Our officials' mic is not the cleanest in the world. Maybe I need to reposition things to see if we can pick him up a little bit clearer.
They got what it takes to
put my engineering degree to work there and see if we can improve things. 3rd down, 3rd and 5, make it 3rd and 4. Gray, the quarterback, running back to the right. Oh, fumble on the snap. Quarterback picks it up, runs to his left. He's got some room. Now he stops and throws. Overthrows his receiver. He was trying to hit his receiver, Terrence Smith, under duress because the ball was mishandled from the start. Kind of threw things off. He was fortunate to get around the corner to buy some time, Coach, and then he had a chance to stop and throw.
And that's just, having to get out there and try to make something happen and throw on the run. And you got to get that snap down a little bit better here because they're going to go for it. Evidently, the kicking game's not what they think what they need right now.
Anthony Williams was on the coverage that time for the South. It'll bring up 4th down. You got 4th down. You need about 4 for the 1st down. Keep this drive going. Gray, the quarterback. And Brunson is the running back. And we're going to have a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with the score of the North 8 and the South 7 in the 2nd quarter. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in South Carolina. This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
Join the Trailblaze Challenge, the endurance hike program where big hearts come together for big steps to create hope for local Wish families through Make-A-Wish, South Carolina. This spring, take part in a new journey on the Palmetto Trail. From sunrise on the highest peak in South Carolina to the coastal marshes of the Lowcountry, hikers of all levels can support critically ill children, enjoy and explore the outdoors, and build South Carolina pride and community through an all-inclusive hike experience. Visit sctrailblazechallenge.org to learn how to get started. That's sctrailblazechallenge.org.
All right, waiting for the timeout to end. Let's go down to Richie. You were talking about the size of the South offensive linemen.
Yes, sir. And I'd like to look back at the record books and some of the weights out there, man, because to feed these guys, I'm looking at number 67, 64, 53 alone. I couldn't imagine putting enough groceries in my refrigerator for them. But I will say that Scott Early and these group, they did a great job taking them to so many places to eat. I mean, that's one thing they did not miss as a meal, but I can tell you they enjoyed that part as well.
All right, fourth down. They take the football to Gray. He throws to the right side. Intercepted 25 up to the 30, looking for some running room to the 33, 34-yard line. Coming up with the interception is Isaiah McClary from Irmo. He's going to walk on at South Carolina as a preferred walk-on, and he gets the pick to end that drive, Coach.
Well, he tried to force it in there. I know it's it's fourth down situation, but he tried to force it in. The kid made a great play. I hate to keep using it, but the routes are stuck together. You're bringing too many people together there when you do that.
Ball is put down at the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the South as they dodged a bullet there. All right, first down, and they fake the handoff. Up the middle goes the quarterback, across the 40, up to the 45. That's McKendry Douglas from Hartsville, who's used to running that kind of offense. And he picked up good yardage on that play. And it'll be second down. Actually, give him first down on that carry. And Devon Crumpton comes up to make the stop.
Well, they got two backs in the backfield now, so that's making it a little different look for them. But two of them are from Hartsville, so they know each other pretty well.
And we're down to 1:57, and the clock is rolling. First down handoff this time, running left with the football and picking up short yardage is Carmelo McDaniel from Hartsville. Wanted to mention some of the players in this game who have made commitments. Justin Joe, offensive lineman from South Florence to Charleston Southern. Dylan Barbray, offensive lineman from Airport to App State. Terrence Smith, receiver from South Aiken to UConn. Jaron Waiters, receiver from Wilson to East Carolina. Devin Crumpton, mentioned him a lot. Preferred walk-on South Carolina. We'll pick back up on this in a moment. Here we go with the next play, and dropping back to pass is the quarterback. Looked like he was trying to throw the football. He was hit, and the ball came loose. There's a scramble for it. The North thinks it was a fumble. The South says it was an incomplete pass.
No.
It was Bruce Nauber and Karan Foster who got in on the quarterback. They're going to call it an incomplete pass.
I don't agree with that at all. Number 20, Karan Foster came right off the edge and just took it right off his arm.
Speaking of Nauber, he's committed to Furman. He's out of Greenville High. KJ Chisholm, DB from Well Branch to Jackson State. Stephen Odell, offensive lineman from Broome. He's committed to Furman. All right, third down. Quarterback takes out. Under some pressure, rolls left, now throws under pressure, and it's an incomplete pass at about the 45-yard line.
Good job. Do your job and get back in the huddle, 38. Good play.
We have a little bit of extras there.
Oh, yeah. He wanted to tell him how good he did on defense that time.
Let me finish this list. Miles Brown, linebacker from Ridgeview, commits to Virginia. Rayshawn Cunningham, receiver from Chapman to Charleston Southern. Jaden Wilson, defensive lineman from Greenville to Charleston Southern. Chase Gregoric, offensive lineman from T.L. Hanna to Furman. J.T. Sowell, offensive lineman, Gray Collegiate to Appalachian. And I mentioned Isaiah McClary is going to walk on at South Carolina. All right, we have a punt and a return. 20, that's Chase Bird, 25. And brought down to the 29. A flag is down as well. And bodies were flying all over the field on that return. And one of the South coaches is walking out onto the field, calling over his defense. There's a flag down at the 32-yard line. Coach, what's going on?
There's a little block in the back there.
I tell you what, guys, that was pretty wild. As you watch this kid coming across, he had no idea that guy was going to – it's basically a crack block coming from the other side.
Yeah, he got him in the back, I thought. But, hey, I knew something was there because he went flying in the air.
Jeremiah Curry was the one who was blocked in the back.
Personal foul. Blindside block. Down. First down.
He did it. There wasn't no question about that one.
All right, that's going to back the North up, and we have 1 minute, 27 seconds left in the half. And the football is at the 14-yard line of the North.
North needs to be careful here.
And they're going to pass. And the quarterback's running around. He's inside his 5. He's in the end zone. He's looking for someone to throw to. He delivered.
He did.
And it's intercepted at the 31-yard line. And on the interception is Isaiah McCleary. Back-to-back interceptions for McCleary from Irmo. And, boy, a very poor decision by Malachi Marshall there. First of all, to run around and get back in his end zone and then just to cut it loose.
Well, like you said, that's a lesson learned. I hope he'll learn from that one, because you just sometimes just take it and run and get all you can get, but don't throw it downfield off balance and running out of the end zone, because it don't usually end up good.
Okay, ball's at the 31-yard line. South is trailing 8-7. 1:14 to play. And quarterback takes the ball, fires on the left side. It's incomplete. And that is McKendry Douglas.
Oh, come on, man.
In at quarterback. What you got, Coach?
That should have been a 15-yard penalty. Referee looked at him, saw him hit the kid in the back twice. They got into it a little bit, but, kid walked away and the other kid hits him in the back. Throw a flag on him.
Mm-hmm.
In kindergarten, you got to learn.
Crowd's getting a little upset about it, too.
Yeah, they're getting a little feisty now.
31-yard line. McKendry Douglas, the quarterback. Got his running back to the right. That is Trey Thompson. And this time they're going to run it right up the middle. And it is Thompson. And he picks up about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with the clock running with 57 seconds to go in the half. And Jakari Bennett and McClellan Bowie in on the tackle. All right, 3rd down. Ball's at the 27-yard line. See what the South does here. 2 receivers to the right. Ball's on the left hash. And quarterback takes out, runs, now fires. He has his receiver, Sally, at the 20, across the 15, and out of bounds at about the 13-yard line as he used his size and his strength, Coach, to power his way forward for additional yardage.
This may be a 15-yard face mask against the offense.
He did get his hand up into the helmet area of the defender.
Yeah, that was pretty honest. Don't know who it was, but I think that's what the call is.
See what we get from our official, whose names we don't know. And our official's mic is not working the greatest in the world today.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, half the distance.
Oh, so he saw it the other way.
Yeah, I missed it. I thought it was that way, but he had a straight arm.
Deep into that Northern Territory for the South. Who wants to take the lead right before
Okay, it was Brandon Teamer from Dorman, who was a defender, but got his hand up onto the face mask. So the ball is placed down at the 6-yard line. And there's 32 seconds to go in the half. And it's 1st and goal at the 6. Douglas with the football. Looks. Throws to the end zone. In the corner. Touchdown. Zion Dobson, a finalist for Mr. Football out of Hampton County.
Got a flag on the play.
And right before the halftime ceremonies to announce Mr. Football, he catches a touchdown. Maybe the committee needs to consider that.
I don't know who they voted for, but they got a 15-yard penalty on somebody there.
Celebration?
I don't know if that or two of them got into it. The offensive linemen from the South are really getting chippy with the North guys, and it's been every play somebody's in somebody's face.
Wait for the officials to sort this out. Would this be a
dead ball, I think?
Dead ball foul after the play. Touchdown will stand, right?
I think.
Yeah.
Of course, I missed the last one.
Yep.
First one time I ever missed one.
Let's go down to Richie. Richie, what'd you see?
Well, it's hard to see on the other side, but I think you're right. I think the offense and the defensive line, the dudes in the trenches just have a little bit of emotion today. There's a lot of pushing out after the call, and I think it's kind of on both sides, not one more than the other. It's just you always see the second one more than the first one.
Yep. Always catch the guy getting his retribution.
And what was called?
Well, did they pick up the flag? I think they just picked up the flag.
I think they waved it because there's 2 guys. It was almost all set.
Oh, okay.
Offsetting. Okay. All right.
That's the easy way out.
Touchdown. Touchdown stands. Klein on for the extra point. Snap is good. The kick is away. Kick is good. The kid's got a leg. Not to mention he's a +3 handicapper golfer.
And guys, don't forget, he got that phone call on Thursday, so he's only been here since Thursday. He wasn't here on Tuesday night when the rest of the guys came.
Yeah. Of course, he's a kicker, Coach. How much does he have to do?
Don't say that too loud.
Hey, can't win without him. That's true.
All right, so the South takes the lead. And they're up 14-8 with 31.5 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a dandy first half.
It has. The last 2 minutes have lasted 15, 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it in.
Turnovers, penalties, and the like. Don't forget at halftime, the announcement of Mr. Football here in South Carolina. And give you that list of finalists. The finalists are, as I mentioned, Zion Dobson, Hampton County, Avery McFadden from Hillcrest, Turbo Richard from Northwestern, Josiah Thompson from Dillon, and Watson Young from Daniel. So, Coach, you got a receiver. You got 2 receivers. You got a running back, and you got 2 offensive linemen. No quarterbacks.
Haven't we had the linemen the last 2 years? Well,
last year was a defensive lineman. The year before that was a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, as I said last night, you'd have a better chance of getting the secret nuclear code than you would to find out who picks Mr. Football in this state. All right, kickoff return, and it's brought back across the 35. Do you know who's on the committee to pick Mr. Football?
No, I don't. I used to, but I don't know who it is now. They've changed it, I'm sure.
Yeah. They kind of keep that under wraps, don't they?
Yeah, it's always controversial as far as is it the best football player or the best kid that reads in the community or whatever it is.
Yeah. Try to find that happy mix that
right.
Somebody who brings all that to the table.
They got their criteria, so I guess they have to use it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, it's first down for the North, and now they trail 14-8, 23 seconds. Play and a half. Ball's at the 37. See what they do here. Gray is at quarterback. He's got a running back right off his shoulder to the right, and he hands off to him up the middle. He's going to pick up short yardage. That is Brunson on the carry. And hope it's not the college football playoff committee that does that. Yeah, they had their own issues, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Never good.
That's going to do it. They're going to let the clock expire. That's going to do it for the first half. It was an exciting first half, to say the least. And the South will take a 14-8 lead into intermission. And we will hit the break and come back and bring you the halftime activities, including the announcement of Mr. Football in South Carolina. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the SCHSL, are the 96,000 high school sports students in South Carolina. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, soccer and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, administrators, and officials. We stand for the swimmers, football players, and wrestlers. We stand for the golfers, softball, and volleyball players. We stand as the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Experience the difference with Royal Lisa.
Hi, this is Lisa Hostetler-Brown. If you or a loved one are over 65 and haven't completed a long-term care planning consultation, now is the time. Did you know that if you aren't able to afford the high cost of skilled care, your assets can be rapidly depleted to only $2,000 unless you plan 5 years in advance? Visit lawyerlisa.com to see how we can help.
7511 St. Andrews Road, Irmo, South Carolina.
Investing can be like a puzzle. There's so many pieces to consider, and it can be hard to know where to start. But with the right guidance, you can put the pieces together to create a winning strategy. That's where Founders Investment Services come in. Our team of financial advisors can help you navigate the complexities of investing and create a personalized plan that fits your goals and risk tolerance. We'll work with you to identify the pieces of your puzzle and how they fit into your financial future. Call 866-739-7064 or visit foundersfcuinvestments.com to learn more about how we can help you take the first step towards reaching your financial goals. Securities offered through LPL Financial.
South Carolina's taste buds have spoken, and they're asking for beef. There are more than 7,800 farms raising cattle from pasture to plate in the Palmetto State. So whether it's steaks on the grill before the big game, sirloin medallions plated for date night, or burgers with the family, make sure beef is a part of your playbook this football season. Smoked, grilled, and slow roasted. Find the best way to enjoy your beef at sccattle.org. Beef, it's what's for dinner in South Carolina. Funded by the South Carolina Beef Council, part of the Beef Checkoff Program. It's halftime at the Touchstone Energy Cooperative's North-South All-Star Game. Broadcasting live from Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium across the Sports Talk Media Network. Today's game is presented by Touchstone Energy Electric Cooperatives. The presentation for this year's Mr. Football South Carolina Award is coming up next.
Okay, they're getting underway with the ceremony. Let's listen in to Coach Shell Dula as he introduces the finalists.
The writing teacher says Zion has always been successful and humble. He is never boastful and always works well with others. He has always acted like a gentleman and carried himself well. Zion enjoys reading to elementary school students. The young students love to come in on Fridays when he reads to them, takes pictures, and listens to their stories with such patience. He is such a good role model for them. Academically, Zion excels. He's taken many dual enrollment, honors, and AP classes. He really enjoys learning. Zion will be participating in the Touchstone Energy Cooperative's North-South football game today. Avery McFadden, Hillcrest High School. Avery helped lead Hillcrest into the third round of the Class 5A state playoffs. Coach Felix Schweiger says that Avery is not only a very talented football player, but he loves the game and is a student of the game. His leadership has been vital to the team's success and has been pivotal in setting the culture of our program. He is extremely unselfish, a fierce competitor, and a winner. He handles and conducts himself in a very positive manner. Amy Cowell, Avery's entrepreneur teacher, says encountering a student with such outstanding qualities, both in and out of the classroom, is truly special. Avery possesses an extraordinary combination of humility, kindness, and unwavering dedication to his pursuits. Not only is he a standout student, but also a respected leader among his classmates and teammates. He demonstrates remarkable work ethic and a keen understanding of collaborative teamwork. His humility is truly noteworthy as he leads with a quiet confidence that inspires others to excel. Avery's enthusiasm for learning and his ability to motivate his peers makes him a natural leader. As a member of our school community, he has actively contributed to various extracurricular activities, showcases his dedication to both personal and communal success. Avery will be participating in the South Carolina versus North Carolina Shrine Bowl game next Saturday in Spartanburg. Anobi Richard, Northwestern High School. Anobi helped to lead Northwestern into the third round of the Class 4A state playoffs. Coach Paige Wolford says Anobi has been a leader and has set a shining example to his classmates and teammates since stepping foot on the Northwestern campus. He has excelled in the classroom, on the field, and in the community. Anobi is consistently one of the hardest workers in the weight room and placed third in the 2023 South Carolina High School Strength Coaches Association state meet. Due to his work ethic, attitude through adversity, and positive but demanding demeanor, he has an entire team looking to him for support and motivation. On and off the field, in and out of the classroom, inside and outside the community of Rock Hill, Anobi expects the best out of himself and those around him. He participates in many social and educational events in Rock Hill. He visits elementary schools and expresses to students how important it is to develop good habits at an early age so they can reach their full potential in the future. Alyssa Lehman, Anobi's English 3 teacher, says he is such a hard-working and dependable young man who takes his obligations to school and athletics very seriously. He worked hard in the classroom, finishing all required assignments and participating in all classroom discussions and activities. Anobi is the very definition of a student athlete, embodying scholarship, leadership, and strong character. Anobi will be participating in the South Carolina versus North Carolina Shrine Bowl game next week in Spartanburg. Josiah Thompson, Dillon High School. Josiah helped lead Dillon to the second round of the Class 3A state playoffs. Coach Kevin Rowland says Josiah is 6'7", 290 pounds, and has unbelievable athletic skills for a big man. As good a player as Josiah is, he's an even better person and student. Josiah is very active within his church and volunteers his time to help with community service activities. For someone to have the long-term potential that Josiah has, he is very humble and thankful for every opportunity football has afforded him. Being a model student at Dillon High, he has gained respect and adoration from the faculty and the student body. Coriel Carmichael, his English 3 teacher, says that Josiah has been a joy to teach. He has learned to manage his time, work in group situations under strict deadlines, and to recognize the importance of strong work ethic, persistence, and intellectual integrity. He puts 100% into everything he does. He is very humble about everything in which he has become successful. He is a role model for so many. Angela Gordon, his Algebra 2 honors teacher, says that Josiah worked extremely hard to complete every assignment while exemplifying outstanding classroom behavior. When I think about what a true student athlete encompasses, I think of Josiah Thompson. Josiah will be participating in the South Carolina versus North Carolina Shrine Bowl game next Saturday in Spartanburg. Watson Young, Daniel High School. Watson helped to lead Daniel to the Class 3A state championship this past Saturday. Coach Jeff Brewster says, I can say with confidence that Watson is a dedicated student athlete that leads by example. Watson is a 4-year starter on the offensive line, and the team is 45-1 in his career. During the 4 years that I've had the privilege of coaching him, Watson has stood out as a leader both on and off the field. Watson has volunteered locally as part of fundraising campaigns to benefit breast cancer research, as well as spending time as a part of our leadership council. He has maintained a weighted 4.319 GPA in the classroom and has been on the All A or AB honor roll every year since the 5th grade. Amanda Davidson, Watson's economics teacher, says that he is a constant contributor to our daily discussions and is diligent in preparation of class, never hesitating to reach out as a self-advocate if he needs further support in learning the material. Beyond the classroom is where Watson really stands out. On top of his day-to-day schedule as an athlete, he is consistent with participation in school events, managing multiple academic and extracurricular pursuits. Definitely. I have a great deal of respect for this young man and look forward to what he accomplishes next. Watson will be participating in the South Carolina versus North Carolina Shrine Bowl game next Saturday in Sparta.
Gentlemen, congratulations on just making it here. All of you guys deserve this. Unfortunately, only one can get the award. That award goes to Josiah Thompson, Dillon High School. Congratulations, Josiah.
All right, the big tackle from Dillon, Josiah Thompson, a future Gamecock, named Mr. Football in South Carolina for 2023. And this award, yeah, it's not necessarily, Coach, the best quarterback, the best offensive player, or anything like that. It's who they view as the best football player who combines all those other qualities.
You know, like you said, they have criteria and they go by that, and I'm sure that young man fits all those. And congratulations to him.
All right, let's go down to Richie. He is with Mr. Football in South Carolina for 2023.
Hey guys, what an honor it is here to stand by Mr. Football for 2023 here as we get to talk to Josiah Thompson. What a year, man. What a career. What a time you spent at Dillon. A lot of big names come out of Dillon, and you're just adding to that list. I think of Stan the Man, and now I'm going to think about Josiah Thompson, man. What does this award mean to you, winning the Heisman version of the South Carolina High School Football League?
It feels great. It's an honor. It's a blessing from the Lord. I just want to thank my family and my coaches for pushing me because I would never get this award without them. And it feels honored to be one of the many few that actually won this award in the past. And it feels great to be one of those right now and for the ones to come in the future. So I'm very grateful.
When you look back at your career at Dillon and being a part of a huge program and a tradition program, I mean, when you think playoffs, Dillon's always there. State championships are always there. You guys are always setting the standard in high school football on Friday nights, man. What has it meant to you to be a Dillon Wildcat and some of the things you'll always remember as you start this next chapter here in a few weeks?
It means a lot to be a Dillon Wildcat. From the success that we made in the past of being Dillon Wildcat, it feels honored to be a college Dillon Wildcat. As well as going to South Carolina, I can represent my high school in the past. So it's great to be a Dillon Wildcat.
Get into that in just a minute. Now, when you look at the other part, only one other man has been where you are as an offensive lineman. Man, you get to represent the guys in the trenches, man. What does it mean to you to be the second time in the history to represent an offensive lineman winning this award?
Oh, yeah, being offensive lineman is great. Being one of the second to be offensive lineman, that means greatest will come in the future as an offensive lineman in this award as well. So it just started something great.
Gotcha. So you've already decided you're going to University of South Carolina. You'll join Beamer and the very great Wall coming to Columbia this year. I know a lot of people were excited there. What was your decision to go to South Carolina, and what were some of the things major-wise, educational-wise, that really got you over the edge?
Most players, they look at the coaches as being the atmosphere, somewhere they can feel comfortable at, a second home, really. But being in South Carolina, I can actually represent my state as being born in South Carolina. And as far as I go, I can know that I can represent my state, South Carolina. So I'm grateful to be committed to University of South Carolina. All
right, so you'll leave here next week, another big game, your final game, playing high school football, man. Well, what goes through your emotions and just your whole body language getting into this week? Because I guess you guys will show up next week up here going to Spartanburg.
Yeah, Ben Strombo. I'm just getting prepared, getting ready. A lot of competition will come. Just get prepared for that. Being Wildcat, my head coach, I can represent him, and offensive line coach. I can show what I've been coached to do. I can show that in the Strombo.
Now, you got a lot of young people listening here, a lot of people that are juniors and sophomores, and then some of the younger guys, man, wanting to get where you're at. All right, so give me something to leave with, something that they will remember as your last mark and your last conversation here on high school football.
Oh, just keep pushing, keep working, and remain humble.
All right, buddy, congratulations. Appreciate you. All right, guys, what an award. What a great opportunity, man. I tell you what, he's as big as advertised. I mean, I feel pretty small standing beside him, but he's as humble and as well-spoken as you can imagine. I know University of South Carolina, they're definitely getting another big-time guy of our state.
All right, thank you, Richie. Congratulations to Josiah Thompson of Dillon. Mr. Football 2023 in South Carolina. Our halftime score, it's the South leading the North 14-8, and we'll continue halftime coverage in a moment. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
Discover holiday magic with Founders Federal Credit Union. Now through December 31st. Make your holiday shopping merry and bright with our special 7.99 APR rate on select holiday purchases made with your Founders credit card. You need to hurry though. This rate will be gone as fast as the holidays. Visit foundersfcu.com/cc to save big this holiday season. Call 1-800-845-1614 for details about credit costs and terms.
We're with Major Billy Downer of the Department of Natural Resources. Major Downer, it's the fall in South Carolina. That means it's deer season. What do people need to know about?
That's right, Phil. It is deer season. We always want to remind hunters to identify your target. Know the identifying features of the game you're hunting. Make sure that it's a deer before you take that shot. When walking to and from your stand in low light, use a flashlight so that no one will mistake you for a deer. For more information on hunting safety and more information on deer season, listen to our show on Wednesday nights on the Sports Talk Media Network.
This year's Carolina and Clemson Jackpot $5 scratch-off tickets give you a chance to win up to $200,000, whether you're a Gamecock or a Tiger. Plus, you can enter your tickets into the Second Chance promotion for a chance to step on the field or the court to win $50,000, $75,000, or even $100,000. In this state, winning the Palmetto Series does matter that much. So get your tickets today. See SCEducationLottery.com for odds and details. Winning and non-winning tickets can be entered. Second chance odds depend on number of entries received.
You are listening to play-by-play coverage of the 2023 Touchstone Energy Cooperatives North-South Bowl Game, presented by the Sports Talk Media Network.
264DF. From the Bart Fireside Studio, the solution for keeping you warm this winter.
This is 107 The Point.
All right, let's pause 10 seconds. Stations to identify themselves here on the Sports Talk Media Network. Let's go down to Richie Altman, who is with Coach Will Young from the North. Get his thoughts about that first half. Richie?
All right, we're down here with the North head coach, Coach Will Young from Greer. Coach, what a first half. I mean, I know it's 14-8, but, man, it's been a dogfight. A lot of great defensive going back and forth. What's your assessment, and what did you tell the guys at half?
I think they'll be disciplined. I think we can't play the referees and them at the same time. There's a little bit of trash going on out there. Got to eliminate that. Got to do better in the red zone. We've been down here a couple of times. Got to get closer, get in the end zone. Defense got to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing their tails off. But the big thing, play them. Don't play everybody else.
Now, you guys got here on Tuesday. Players got here. You guys Monday. Players got here Tuesday. What's it been for you being the head coach of such an opportunity to be a part of this great tradition?
It's awesome. The kids was the best part of it. We got great kids over here on this side, and that makes it go a whole lot smoother. But just being able to meet all these new people, and obviously some of these coaches we know, but we don't get to spend that much time with. So they'll leave here with long life friends. That's probably the best part of the game.
When you went back, you look back, of course, they went to Topgolf. You guys did that. Of course, you also got a chance to go buy the gifts for the young people. That, to me, is the big thing. Tell me a little bit about some things that you'll remember going forward.
Well, I think, they were with those little kids. We got to walk around, supervise, but, that's pretty special. We told them before they went over there, we were all little at one time. There was somebody in our high school or somewhere that we looked up to, and that's what those kids were for them, and I thought they did a great job with it.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Appreciate it. All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Richie, thank you. Thank you, Coach. And we'll take our final break here at halftime. Again, Josiah Thompson of Dillon named Mr. Football in South Carolina for 2023. Halftime score, it's the South 14 and the North 8. We'll be back. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight, I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
Looking for a way to fight back against inflation? One viable way to help your money stay relevant during inflation is through investing. To a new investor, investing can feel like a puzzle. With so many pieces to consider, it can be hard to know where to start. But with the right guidance along the way, you can put the pieces together to create a winning strategy. That's where Founders Investment Services come in. Our team of financial advisors can help you navigate the complexities of investing and create a personalized plan that fits your goals and risk tolerance. We'll work with you to identify the pieces of your puzzle and how they fit into your financial future. When you're ready to find the pieces to your financial plan, call 866-739-7064 to speak with one of our specialists, or visit foundersfcuinvestments.com to learn about how we can help you identify the key pieces to your financial plans. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC, and not NCUA insured. Not guaranteed by credit union and may lose value.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
Join the Trailblaze Challenge, the endurance hike program where big hearts come together for big steps to create hope for local Wish families through Make-A-Wish, South Carolina. This spring, take part in a new journey on the Palmetto Trail. From sunrise on the highest peak in South Carolina to the coastal marshes of the Lowcountry, hikers of all levels can support critically ill children, enjoy and explore the outdoors, and build South Carolina pride and community through an all-inclusive hike experience. Visit sctrailblazechallenge.org to learn how to get started. That's sctrailblazechallenge.org.
And welcome back to our coverage of the 76 Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl here in Myrtle Beach, the North-South game, about to roll into the second half. We've had the announcement of Mr. Football, Josiah Thompson from Dillon. Now we're ready to go to second half action with the South on top here, 14-8. Second half kickoff has been made, and a short return for the South team. The South will have the ball first. Zion Dobson, who had to just sit through the Mr. Football ceremony. He returns it. JoJo Barrett on the stop, and we're going to start things off here at the 29-yard line of the South. Coach?
All right, yeah, the first half stats field's kind of pitiful looking in places, but the North rushed for 27 yards and passed for 77. The South passed for 134 and rushed for 36. They got to both pick up some of that one of those ends that get a little better in the second half.
Okay, let's see what they do. They come out throwing, and it's a completion on first down. Quarterback is Drake Braddock from Gilbert, and he completes his first pass of this half to Jaron Waiters from Wilson. It's a gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Jasavion Leak on the stop. Second down from the 38-yard line. And the handoff is taken around the left side. He's going to get the first down before running out of bounds. That's Levon White. And it's a first down for the South. So they come out humming here to start the second half.
Well, that's the way they started the ball game. Maybe they realize they got to keep doing that. So, I mean, things were good to them early. Maybe they go back to them now.
Al, you know as well as anybody, as a former play caller, you get a 9-yard gain on first down. It makes second down a lot easier.
Yeah, you got a handful of things you can do there. You can go long, or you can get the first down and keep the drive going, or whatever. But it's good to know that as a caller.
All right, first down. We're going to get another pass. Ball is knocked up in the air, nearly intercepted. One of the linemen got a hand on that one. He knocked it up into the air, and it fell incomplete. Braddock, the quarterback, had that one batted up in the air. C.J. Dixon getting a hand on it, and it goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 42.
I think they're looking at right now. Let's just get some quick stuff. We're quit trying to go deep every play here and get some things moving to get people off of you.
3 receivers to the right, including a tight end in the middle there. But it's a handoff and not much running room that time for Levon White as he tried to run around the left side. But the defense was there waiting for him, and it'll be no gain, maybe a slight loss. It's going to bring up third down, and Jakari Bennett making the stop for the North. Ball's at the 42. It's 3rd and 10.
Every handoff now seems like they're trying to break it back outside. And, it's just a little zone read, but it's every time it's going, you can read that thing all the way across the front line. And he's coming back to the backside every time.
That big South offensive line. All right, third down. We're going to get a throw to the right side, and it is caught at the 45 down to the 43-yard line. That's Sally on the reception, and he gets the first down. Derek Sally on the completion from Drake Braddock, and it is Teamer on the stop. Brandon Teamer from Dorman. He was hurt. He had a knee injury, and in fact, I talked to him. They took him off on a golf cart after practice on like Wednesday, and I said, "Are you all right?" He goes, "Well," he said MCL, which led you to believe that he was done, but apparently he's got a little wrap on it, but he's able to play. So that's certainly good news because I was led to believe he was one of the North players out for this game.
I don't know if they put anybody in there different, but he's making a lot of plays.
Yeah, and he's running around back there just fine.
Yeah.
And
you asked about 17 at halftime. He got some work done on him. He evidently worked. There was a great catch he made out there a while ago.
Second down coming up. Yes, Sally. He's a good-looking athlete, isn't he?
He is. Somebody needs to pick him up.
Ball is on the 43-yard line of the North. 2nd and 10 for the South. Early moments of the third quarter in what's been a good football game thus far. Going to get a running play up the middle, and not a whole lot of room. He had to get that on his own as he was dodging and darting. That's Carmelo McDaniel, who's got a lot of moves out there. Didn't have a lot of room, but he did pick up 3 to the 40-yard line, bringing up third down before Camden Durant and Jay Harris brought him down.
Well, like you said, he got it on his own. But I'm seeing something here, Phil, the first part of this second half. A little bit more sportsmanship between the two teams. They're kind of helping each other up and, be a little more cordial as far as after the whistle stops.
3rd and 7. Quarterback in the shotgun. He drops straight back. He looks. He fires left side. He's got his man at about the 33-yard line. That should be enough for first down. That's Waiters on the reception out of Wilson. This season, he had over 2,300 all-purpose yards, 25 touchdowns in his career. And Jaden Simpkins knocked him out of bounds. Let's make that 2,500 career all-purpose yards. Wow. 25 touchdowns. That's still good.
Very good. Very good.
2,500 a year might
We kind of
put you on a pedestal that few have reached. That's a first down at 33. So the drive continues for the South. Going to get a running play right up the middle, busting tackles, carrying defenders with him, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. That's Jaden Allen Hendricks from Irmo. And he just said, I am not coming down on the first, second, or third tackle. Jasavian Leak and Devon Crumpton finally got that horse down to the 9-yard line.
Outstanding run. That's the way you want to run it back to run. You don't want to have those linemen pushing you. He took everybody with him.
Right up the gut, and he said, I'm not stopping. And we're going to get another running play up the middle and another gain, this time of about 3 yards, and it's Trey Thompson from Andrew Jackson who stuffs it up the middle, gets it down to about the 5. It'll bring up 2nd and goal with 8:47 to go in the quarter, and the South is leading the North 14-8.
Hey, Phil, real quick, I've got the head football coach for Dillon down here with me, Coach Rollins. What a great honor, first ever Mr. Football at Dillon. What was it like for you guys to get that award?
Well, first of all, Josiah, as good a football player as he is, he's an even better person. So I'm very thankful to be able to coach a kid like him. Is very rewarding. And, sometimes in this profession, it can be frustrating a lot of times with different issues. But, when you coach a kid like Josiah and you have to interact with the family like he has, it kind of puts things in perspective and reminds you of why you do what you do. And like I said, we're just extremely proud of him, and we've got a lot high expectations for him, and he knows that. And he's a very responsible kid, and so he knows what's ahead of him.
All right, let me jump in here, guys, because just a moment ago we had Braddock keeping the football on a quarterback option keeper, and he runs it in for a touchdown for the South.
The whole team.
And the whole team went down there into the end zone to congratulate them. We'll have to talk about that in a second. But Braddock runs it in for the touchdown for the South, and the South now extends their lead with that touchdown with 8:25 to go in the quarter. The South takes the lead up to 20-8, pending the extra point here. What'd you make of the entire team running into the end zone?
Guess you can do that now. Well, this game you can.
But, I mean, just the point of them doing that, the extra point is good. And so with that touchdown, the South goes up 21-8. Richie, we'll go back to you, let you finish your conversation with the Dillon coach.
Okay, down here with Coach Rose again. Coach, again, you're just talking about the family. You're talking about that young man, first class all the way around. He's a heck of an athlete on the field, but he's an even better man off the field.
Yes, throughout this process and recruiting, and he's gotten so much attention from who's who of around the country, from Georgia to Alabama to Clemson, South Carolina, committed to South Carolina, and getting ready to enroll here shortly. But it hadn't changed him one bit. He's been the same kid that we've got to know over the years, and I'm proud of him and his family for that.
You got it, Coach. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate all that you give to the team and to the community around the area.
Thank y'all.
All right, thank you, Richie. So the South with a touchdown run there, Coach. Very nice drive they put together, and very effective call there inside the red zone.
They were. They kept running the football, went giving it to the back, and all of a sudden the quarterback keeps it, and he made a tough run to get in the end zone. Excuse me.
Inside the locker room at halftime, what little bit of time they had, they must have had some very pointed comments to these players on both sides about maybe behavior. But on the South side, getting the football first and coming out and driving down the field like that, they came out prepared and ready to go.
Well, they did, and
kickoff return going to be stopped inside the 20-yard line. On that return was Mikael McClellan from J.L. Mann, and he did not get very far after taking the kick at about the 5-6 yard line. He gets it back up to the 18-yard line, and that's where the South will start. The South is now trailing 21-8. Make that the North. The North trailing with the football down 21-8. Christian Sexton on the tackle.
Now the North needs to get back to doing some things that they were doing well earlier, and running the football was one of them, and mixing it in. So hopefully they can get something going here.
Coleman Gray, the quarterback, and he's got Kinmain Brunson with him in the backfield, and he gives the ball to Brunson, and there's just nowhere to go. That South defensive front just busting through there to mess that play up.
Right. It ain't the linebackers either. It's that front and four.
Terrence Wells on the stop. Second down. No gain. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball's on the left hash. And Brunson and Gray remain in the ball game. You've got at one wide receiver spot, Mikael McClellan. You've also got in the slot, Chase Bird, both on the right side. Gray with the football, throws left. And it's a short completion over there to his wide receiver who makes the catch going to his knees. That's Josh Williams. Not much of a gain. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's something he's got to do, though. They're giving him that, so take it, and then maybe get something a little deeper later. But glad to see Josh get a catch there.
3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 for the North. Ball's put down at the 23-yard line. Had a few clouds roll in here. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. But we're good the rest of the day. A little overcast now, but that's fine. Temperature's still good. 3rd down and 6 for the North. Ball's on the left hash. Gray takes out. He's going to throw across the middle, and he misses his receiver. Threw behind him. Receiver staying down for just a moment. Looks a little shaken up. He was holding the back of his right hip there for just a moment. That was Mikael McClellan that he was trying to hit, and he threw it behind him and goes incomplete. And we have an official down on the field as well, but he's up and running around now.
He'll be all right.
Still, after all these years, no sympathy for the Zebras, huh?
No, they're doing a good job.
All right, going to have to punt it away. Ball's going to be snapped from the 23. Gray is waiting at the 11, and waiting to receive the ball is Dobson back at his 40. And the punt is away, and it's going to be rolling across the 40, across the 35, and it'll stop right down there at the 34-yard line.
Good punt. Finally got a good one off there.
All right, so the South has got control of this ball game right now, you would say.
I would say without question. They're doing what they want to do, and the North offense is not getting anything, the first 2 drives so far. But the South, I think this big offensive line is really taking over now. They just look like they're more than they can handle up front on the North defense.
And the way they reacted after that touchdown, I would have to say, from an enthusiasm standpoint, the South is into the ball game.
Right.
Yeah. All right, 1st down. And the quarterback's going to fake the handoff and roll around the right, looking for some blocks. He's got some as he gets across the 35 to the 37 to the 38-yard line, where he is hit hard there. That's McKendry Douglas keeping the football around the corner and picking up some yardage, about 4 yards, but he paid the price.
Oh, he did. He got popped, but the corner got blocked in the back, and somebody didn't see it, but he jumps up, very obvious. But, they're going to run the football, I think, a good bit now, this league.
South is up 21-8, 6:13 to play in the 3rd quarter. If you're just tuning in, Josiah Thompson of Dillon named Mr. Football for 2023. High snap. He just has to climb the ladder and get his fingertips on the football to pull it down, but he does just that, Douglas. And he moves forward for about, maybe he picked up a yard after that. Near disaster. He saved a disaster by just getting his fingertips on that football.
All the way from Greenville.
3rd down is coming up. 3rd down
and 7
from the 37-yard line. And Douglas takes the step, and Douglas fires, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of the wide receiver. Would not have been enough for the 1st down. It might have been close to the stick if he had held on to it. Jaron Waiters had the ball go right through his hands, and it'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the South. Of course, they're kind of playing it a little cozy now with this 21-8 lead.
Yeah, they've in the North have changed up their defense a little bit now. They're playing man on all 4 receivers with a free safety in there, and they're going to run the ball, I guess.
And the both teams going to come out.
We said that about the sportsmanship. Now they're getting a little chippy again. I just saw 2 of them get into it again, and they just need to play.
the friendliness wears off after X amount of time. We're going to get a timeout here by the South. They want to talk about things before they punt it. So with 5:21 to go, third quarter, the South leading the North, 21-8. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in South Carolina needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Experience the difference with Lawyer Lisa. Hi, this is Lisa Hosteller-Brown. Do you know the difference between a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust? The difference could easily save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in long-term care costs. Visit lawyerlisa.com to schedule a consultation today.
Call Lawyer Lisa. Experience the difference with Lawyer Lisa. 7511 St. Andrews Road, Irmo, South Carolina.
Daddy, you need a trust.
All right, back. Live action here at the Touchstone Energy Bowl. And are they putting some time back on the clock?
He needs to tell our guy so he can tell him.
Let's go down to Richie. Richie, what's going on?
What happened was the clock kept moving when they called timeout. I think they need about 10 seconds back up there, maybe even 15 seconds. They just kept running.
They got it.
Gotcha. Okay. So we got a fourth down situation coming up for the South, and they'll be lining up the punt. And it will be Chase Klein to punt the ball to Chase Bird. And Bird standing at his own 27. Klein standing at his 23, waiting for the snap. William Coker is the deep snapper for the South. And the snap's a good one. Klein gets the way end over end, hits at the 38, takes the South bounce inside the 30. It's going to roll dead at the 25-yard line. And that is where the North will take over, trailing by a count of 21-8 here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 7 seconds to play. Let's go down to Richie, get his thoughts on what's happened so far here in the second half.
Well, guys, I can tell you that the team from the South came out of the locker room with a lot of energy, and he basically looked at his guys and said, let's finish what we started. And that's where you saw the guys run in the end zone. And they believe if they can keep the emotion up, that can definitely wear out that other side of the field.
All right, Marshall comes out at quarterback for the North. He's going to throw on first down. It's a low throw, but it's dug out by Bird. And nope, not Bird. I'm sorry. The reception goes to Deion Brown. Deion Brown with the catch. And it's going to be a gain of about 5. To bring up second down and 5. KJ Chisholm on the stop.
If I'm the coach and I'm looking at that, they've completed that route 3 times now. I'm going to run a little stop and go here in a minute because 14 really keeps creeping up there with him.
Mm-hmm. Second and 5 from the 29.
Safety's way on the other side now.
Marshall, the quarterback, big tall kid, hands it off to his running back. He's going to gain nothing. Handoff was to Elijah Coleman from Chester. No running room in there, trying to block that big defensive front of the South. Now mass substitutions, including, I got to check the size, on Charles Jeffcoat. They list him at 6'1", 285, but he's had a few more donuts than that. I mean, look at him. That is a large kid, to say the least. Stumpy. It's probably hard to move out of there.
Yeah.
All right, third down and 5 for the North. They need a conversion. Marshall looking to the left, and he cannot hit his receiver at the stick. A little bit too far out in front of his intended receiver, Emazon Littlejohn. Just want him to make a big play so I can say, that's Emazon. Or Amazon.
Just trying to say, don't call him Amazon.
Heir to the throne. Brings up a fourth down, going to get a punt. by the North. Coleman Gray comes on, the quarterback who also is the punter. And he's standing at his 17-yard line, waiting on the punts. Waiting on the punt is Dobson, but ball is nowhere near him, goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And so the South will take over with the lead in the third quarter, leading 21-8 with 3:40 to play here in quarter number 3.
The North, excuse me, the South's getting good field position this second half every time they get the football. 22-yard punt there.
Okay. I'm being told the ocean is behind me, which makes that the South. Trying to figure that out in my head. First down, quick pass, right side caught. Short gain, 2, 3, 4 defenders. Make that 5 defenders now. Jumping in there, trying to get a piece of that action. Drake Braddock, the quarterback, Nate Cook, and Jake Curtis on the stop. A gain of 5. Gave him forward progress up to the 45. Second and 5.
First throw to tight end today.
Going to get another quick throw, and it's dropped. This time it was going to be to the left side, and he was trying to connect with Zion Dobson. I think he took his eye off and started looking ahead to running before he completed the catch.
Yeah, he was going down the field before that got there. But that's normal.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the South. Ball's at the 45-yard line. South leading 21-8. Time winding down here, third quarter. 3:10 to play. Going to get a pass to the right side. That's caught for a first down. And Sally shows off his strength as he slings the defender to the ground and then motors up the right sideline into North territory. Nate Cook and Ned and Brennan Teamer. They knock him down finally, but that was a sign of some strength there by Sally, shaking off the first tackler. Ball's at the 43.
Yes, Coach Tate told me he's going to be a great one.
43, first down. South on the move, plus territory. They hand it off to the running back, and he is crunched down. And that was Levon White, and he did not have anywhere to go. McKalen Bowie on the tackle for the North is second down and 10. No game there. They were waiting for him.
Well, that's kind of like a little design counterplay, and he bounced it right out there, and they were, like you said, they were waiting on him, and 5:92 made a great play there.
Second down and 10 from the 43. Clock running down here, third quarter. South leading 21-8. 2 receivers left. One to the right. Ball on the right hash. They hand it to the running back, and man, it was like the defenders were in the huddle, and they knew exactly where to go because they met him as soon as he got the handoff. That was Levon White. Waiting for him was Jakari Bennett and Bruce Knobber. I mean, either they just knew what was happening or the blocking broke down terribly.
I don't think he made a great read there on that as far as an option read. He could have kept it himself and made a play.
Ball's at the 46. It's third down and 4. And we get a stoppage in play here for just a moment.
Official's got his finger out.
Got 12 people on the field, I'm afraid.
Who's got the 12?
Blue.
Defense, 5 yards. Main third down.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 yards makes it 3rd and 8. They were facing 3rd and 13.
Play with 10, but not 12.
So they pick up 5 yards on the penalty. Makes it 3rd and 8. We're going to get a pass over the middle, and it's dropped. That would have been enough for a first down. He hit his receiver right where you want to hit him, in the hands, and he could not hold on. That was Waiters. That would have been a first down. Instead, the South's going to have to punt it.
He's made some great catches today. I was surprised he didn't even drop that one.
So we're going to get a punt. Klein in to punt for the South. He's standing at his own 45. And waiting on the punt, standing at his own 10-yard line, is Chase Bird out of Greer. Which you can't rush the punter. They don't let you block punts. He gets the kick away. It's a nice kick. And it's going to hit the ground at about the 15 and be downed at the 9-yard line. Yeah. He acted, I think he just reacted to the football. KJ Chisholm could have let that ball go. Would have gone into the end zone, however.
Yeah, I think he just kind of popped right to him, and he
just reacted to
it probably a bit.
All right, ball's going over to the North.
1:15 to go.
With 1:15 to go, I tell you what, we do have a slight delay here, so we're going to run to our last break of the third quarter, and we'll continue here from Myrtle Beach in just a moment. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity, and members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives, and as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
Discover holiday magic with Founders Federal Credit Union. Now through December 31st. Make your holiday shopping merry and bright with our special 7.99 APR rate on select holiday purchases made with your Founders credit card. You need to hurry though. This rate will be gone as fast as the holidays. Visit foundersfcu.com/cc to save big this holiday season. Call 1-800-845-1614 for details about credit costs and terms.
Let me correct something. Of course, you can rush the punter because they blocked the punt earlier. I was thinking you can't blitz on defense, supposedly, but you can rush the punter. So, my bad. First down, they fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it. He's got nice running room as he gets out across the 25 up near the 30-yard line. So, a really good read by Coleman Gray that time. He keeps the football. Josiah Young finally brings him down, but he gets the ball up across the 25, Coach.
Yes, it was a great play, but it was all set up by the little running back, Ken Brunson from Saluda, who made a great fake because the end and two linebackers went with him.
He gets it up to the 27. It's first down. 1st and 10, 27. And one running back in the backfield, and he is going to be given the football, and he was greeted rudely. Oh, that should be a late hit, don't you think? He's on the ground.
Come on, guys. Great day. Your pocket's not sewn in there.
The handoff went to Kemaine Brunson, and I'm telling you, he no sooner got the football than William Coker had him.
Right. That was a good play. I'm not knocking the play, but a little late there, kind of piling on, but they didn't call it, so it didn't happen.
5-yard loss. Ball's back at the 23-yard line. We'll call it a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14. Ball's on the right hash. Quarterback with the football looking left. Got a little screen action here, trying to bust it through. Oh! What a hit. But the receiver holds on to the football. Josh Williams on a screen. Josiah Young. That was one of the biggest hits I've ever seen in this All-Star game.
And he didn't knock him down.
No.
It's a great hit. The receiver held on to the ball.
And I don't want to say I'm exaggerating. No. I mean, he came up like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't knock him down. You're right.
No, it's a great hit.
You heard the crowd react. It was a clean hit, too.
Right.
Clean hit. Everybody's good. It was a clean hit, but they're going to feel that in the morning. All right, that's the last play. Whoa! Last play of the third quarter with the score, the North trailing the South, but the North has the football. It's the South 21 and the North 8. We'll be back. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity, and members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives, and as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
We're with Major Billy Downer of the Department of Natural Resources. Major Downer, it's hunting season in South Carolina this fall, and folks need to be prepared from a legal standpoint.
That's right, Phil. Everyone always needs to buy their hunting license or fishing license. Everyone always worries about losing their license. Well, now that's not a problem anymore because you can keep your license on your phone. That's right. Go Outdoors SC. It's an app. Look for it on your Apple or Android devices. You can buy your license. You can renew your boat registration, and it's all right there on your phone. Remember, Go Outdoors SC in your app store.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. All right. We are back to begin the fourth quarter. And we just had the hit of the day. Telling you. Kid unloaded, but the North has the football, trying to get something going. And we're going to get an attempted pass. And the quarterback is sacked. The ball comes free, is picked up and returned for a touchdown. Was it a fumble, or was he trying to throw the football? It was one of those deals where he was running, he was in the grass. Now we got a flag down, apparently for the celebration again.
Oh, it's still going to call it this time.
But the touchdown's going to stand in all likelihood. Again, we had a situation where quarterback was under duress, and he was in the arms of a defender, was being pulled down. He tried to throw the ball. They're going to call it a fumble and a scoop and score for the South. And now a flag comes down for the celebration part as all the players ran into the end zone. And so the score will stand. And I believe on the scoop and score, Dakota Jordan from Dutch Fork. Was it 99?
Yes, it was 99.
Yeah, thought 99 flashed in front of me. Dakota Jordan picks it up, takes it back for the touchdown, and the South now with a commanding 27-8 lead here in the early moments of the fourth quarter. Do you see anything to question the play as far as the credibility of the fumble?
I mean, I thought the arm came forward, but he fumbled the ball. It's just not a good decision. I hate it for the kid, but but they're not going to. In high school, you're not going to get that call back.
Yeah. Extra point is good. So just like that, the South tacks on another score. 11:49 to go in our ball game, and the South leads the North 28-8. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
South Carolina's taste buds have spoken, and they're asking for beef. There are more than 7,800 farms raising cattle from pasture to plate in the Palmetto State. So whether it's steaks on the grill before the big game, sirloin medallions plated for date night, or burgers with a family, make sure beef is a part of your playbook this football season. Smoked, grilled, and slow roasted. Find the best way to enjoy your beef at scattle.org. Beef, it's what's for dinner in South Carolina. Funded by the South Carolina Beef Council, part of the Beef Checkoff Program.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, quick score for the South, and they are in complete control of this game, 28-8, and they are going to mark off a penalty against the South for that post-touchdown celebration. So, like you said, I guess it counted this time, Coach.
Well, I got kids get excited, but they know better than that. Coaches know better than that.
But they've done it twice. So you would think after the first time and they weren't flagged for it, they might have said, okay, don't do it again.
Well,
they did it again.
Or you could say they didn't call it, they won't call it again. So they'll do it again.
Do it till they call it.
Yeah.
Well, first time I've seen teams actually do that during the game, run out and celebrate like that. All right, the kick is away. It's a short kick picked up at the 35, 40, 45, across midfield. So the North is going to have excellent field position. They're going to start in plus territory. The ball's at about the 48, 47-yard line to start this drive.
That was a good little run there by McCallum from J.L. Mann, and he was ready to break it. But somebody popped him.
Jaden Whaley.
Yeah.
Jaden Whaley came up and hit him. So here we go. 28-8. The North's got to make a lot happen here in a short amount of time. I'm sure the South's going to play this thing kind of soft on defense in terms of making sure they don't get beat deep, cover underneath. You got Marshall at quarterback, big, tall quarterback. Throws to the right side and is dropped. Hit Bird right in the hands, and he could not hold on to it near the sideline. I'll bring up a second down.
Well, I think the quarterback's a little, gun shy, and everybody else is where they've been rushed today. But that was a good throw right in his hands, and so maybe they'll come back to it.
2nd and 10 coming up with the South up 28-8. So we've had a scoop and score. We've had a punt block for a safety. Had a couple of interceptions. Maybe more than that.
Yeah.
2nd down, Marshall with the football, drops back under some pressure, now takes off running. 45 down to the 40. He'll be a yard shy of the stick. It'll bring up 3rd and short, but it makes it manageable. Christian Sexton comes up with the stop. Well, we get new defenders coming in for the South squad as they continue to rotate guys in and out. 3rd down upcoming, 3rd and short at the 40-yard line. Ball's on the right hash, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. You got Bird split out far right. In the slot over there, you got McClellan. Marshall takes the ball. He gives it off up the middle, and flags come in before that play is able to be completed.
Motion. False start.
They're going to repeat 3rd down after they walk off 5 yards. So the North will have it back at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Right hash, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Running back to the left shoulder of the quarterback, takes the snap to the right side, throws to the right side, and misses his receiver over there as he was trying to hit McClellan, but it was wide of McClellan from J.L. Mann. That's going to bring up 4th down. I would imagine the North would go for it here. Kayvon Chisholm in coverage for the South.
He had no time to throw that in. I mean, it was quick.
Pressure was applied by, Kayvon Chisholm applied pressure on the quarterback. And he forced that pass to go wide of the receiver.
Yes.
And so that brings up a 4th down, and the offense for the North is staying on the field facing 4th and 7. Coach Crosby on the South coaching staff calling out the defense. I think he's proud of his defense to this point.
Should be.
Marshall with the football, stops. He's going to go deep down the left side, and it's going to be short of the intended receiver. It was well defended down there. On the coverage was Khalil Moody, but the ball was short of the intended receiver anyway. It was short of everybody. And Quavon Chisholm once again getting in, and also Dakota Jordan getting in, trying to hit Josh Williams on a deep ball, but it comes up short. And so the South will take over.
10 minutes left.
I would imagine they're going to try and just run some clock here and shorten the rest of this quarter.
They should. The quarterback took another lick. He's had to be helped off the field.
South takes over at their own 45. And we're going to have in a quarterback for the South on this possession. It's
And the South going to keep it on the ground to the big back.
It's going to be Douglas in at quarterback, and he hands off on the first down play to Jaden Allen Hendricks, and he takes it right up the middle for a nice gain to the 48-yard line of the North. So give him 6 on that first down carry, brings up 2nd and 4.
That kid's 6'2", 225. That's a big running back.
Yep.
He carries people.
South offensive line has done a good job.
I mean, shoot, they've just dominated.
South taking its time, leisurely coming out of the huddle.
Yeah, ain't no hustle in that at all.
Quarterback lining up on the left hash. That's Douglas. He's going to give the football once again to his big running back. And that is Jaden Allen Hendricks. On the season, he rushed for over 2,100 yards and 25 touchdowns. Jaden Wilson Abrams brings him down. So Jaden Allen Hendricks tackled by Jaden Wilson Abrams. Sounds like two law firms.
It does.
Colliding with one another, suing each other. The law firm of Jaden Allen Hendricks sued by Jaden Wilson Abrams. But he gets a first down at the 45, 1st and 10. Once again, same alignment, left hash, hand it off up the middle, and this time there's like 5 blue shirts around him, but his helmet is pulled off.
Yeah.
So a flag comes in, helmet's pulled off. Couldn't tell if it was a face mask or what. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Personal foul. Defense. Personal foul. 15 yards from the end of the run.
I'm just glad his mic worked for a change.
Okay.
Well, when it rains, it pours on the north. They've just had their issues here in the second half. They've been totally dominated.
Right.
In the second half.
They have. It's just kind of nothing's going with on offense and defense. They're just getting handled by the South.
Let's give a shout out to the folks that turned out for today's game. Big crowd. And they took advantage of this excellent weather here at Myrtle Beach. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch a football game in these conditions?
Correct.
You don't have to have any heavy jackets on or blankets or gloves or anything. Put on the suntan lotion and the Speedos and the bikinis. Hello. Let's don't go crazy here.
That would not be pretty.
No. Well, for some of us.
Speaking personally.
First down from the 30 for the South. As they move left to right, which I'm now told by my aviator friend that would be west to east. Okay. West to east. All right. First down from the 30. Have a little delay here. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. And we're going to get a handoff up the middle. And it's going to be the running back from Hartsville trying to fight his way for some yards. It's Carmelo McDaniel, short yardage. But most importantly for the South, the clock continues to roll before they snap it again. We'll be inside of 8 minutes. And they lead 28-8.
You can tell it's going to be a running play if you watch the wideouts. They're not even coming off the ball.
They're just
kind of standing there.
They got the best seats in the house.
Yep.
C.J. Dixon on the stop that time for the North. So a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 for McDaniel. Stays in the game. He's lined up left of the quarterback who's on the hash to the left. Running back comes by, fakes the handoff, and the quarterback keeps it up the middle. And he's going to cross the 25 down to the 24. It's Douglas on the carry. Jakari Bennett on the tackle.
C.J. Dixon from South.
Third down as McDaniel comes out. What a difference when McDaniel and Jaden Allen Hendricks pass one another. The difference in size. I mean, McDaniel's the little thing, about 5'9".
He's 6, so he's
6'2",
225. He looks more different than that, but
looks very physical running back.
Yeah.
All right, third down and 5 at the 25, 24-yard line. Let's make it 3rd and 4 at the 24-yard line. With the South controlling things, just running the clock, they give it to the big running back from Irmo. He's going to get down to the 20-yard line where he's going to be close to that first down, maybe a little bit short of the marker. I'm sure the South will. No? Are they going to send on the kicking team? Let's see. 4th down, I see a bunch of new folks coming in, but I don't see a kicker. It looks like they'll go for it on 4th down.
They go
4th and less than a 1.
They go Wildcat.
Wildcat formation it is. And you've got Jaden Allen Hendricks He's going to take the direct snap with power to his left. North is still trying to get players onto the field, and we're going to get either a timeout or a flag.
The North ran one on the field right at the end. I don't know if the South moved or not, but he's counting again.
I didn't see anybody run off.
Well, they said they needed a hold, but all they did was shift the offense over there, and they got. I think they counted too many. They did.
5 yards.
That gives them a first down. Yeah. Somebody runs on. Somebody's got to run off.
Yep.
Usually how it works. 6:22 to go in the ball game. 28-8. South leads the North. See if they're going to tack on another score here to put the old icing on the cake. Ball is down at the 15-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the South now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're going to help them out?
They got 9 this time. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. They got 11.
Okay. All right. And we've rolled under 6 minutes, so they're just taking their time, letting the clock run, and North is fine with that. I think they're both kind of at the point of, let's get this over. At the 15, handoff goes to the big running back who's come into the ball game. That's Trey Thompson from Andrew Jackson. Not much running room for him as JoJo Barrett. JoJo Barrett brings him down.
He's made the last 3 tackles.
2nd down coming up for the South. They'll let the clock run. Maybe a loss of a half yard there. You're right. The receivers are just standing around like we got nothing to do here. We're not going to throw it. They're just going to rotate these big backs in and out and run clock. And the clock is running as we're down to 5 minutes. And the handoff goes up the middle this time to Hendricks. And he's going to get down to about the 15-yard line. And we have now
it's getting ugly.
Now we got some fisticuffs. We got pushing. A helmet has come off. Players are pushing each other down.
Come on, man.
And this thing kind of got out of hand here. One player is still down on the field near the end zone. We just had guys pushing each other, and somebody got their helmet pulled off, and then somebody came off the sideline of the North. There are flags down everywhere, and the guy that got the worst of that is just now being helped up. That would be Jaden Benjamin, the big offensive lineman from Dillon. He was right in the middle of all that. So
Ian 20 kind of got locked up there.
Yeah. Tell you what, while they sort this out, let's get our last break in of this quarter. It's going to take them a little while to get this figured out. So we'll run to our last break of the 4th quarter, and we'll be back to explain everything in just a moment. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Somebody's down.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity, and members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives, and as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
The lottery is not about getting rich. It's about helping people, and it always has been. The lottery is what helped raise the Great Wall of China, build the roads of Rome, and today in South Carolina, it's what generates millions of dollars each year for scholarships like the SC Hope, Life, and Palmetto Fellows. The South Carolina Education Lottery is investing in you. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to learn more.
You are listening to play-by-play coverage of the 2023 Touchstone Energy Cooperatives North-South Bowl Game, presented by the Sports Talk Media Network.
WQXL Columbia, W264DF.
From the Bart Fireside Studio, the solution for keeping you warm this winter.
This is 107 The Point.
All right, we're still delayed here while they tend to the injured player from that little scuffle. Jaden Benjamin from Dillon. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Frustration in this.
All right, back live, and Benjamin, thank goodness, is up. He's got folks around him. He's got medical staff around him. Let's go down to Richie. Richie, what can you tell us about what went on?
Yeah, that looked like basically a lot of extra activity after the play. The player from the north picked off the young man Pellman, and then all of a sudden they got really dangerous on that side. And I don't know if somebody came out the other side and was able to get a hit in on him, but it dropped him pretty quickly. But as you see, he's getting up, and he looks like he's all right. We just hope that they get both of these players and the team together to get everybody cooled down so we can finish this thing off in the right way.
Yeah. Well, whatever they had in his smelling salts was a great remedy, Coach. He came off the field running and jumping and body checking his teammates, and he's okay. That's the good news. He's okay.
Yeah. I guess he's okay.
He's okay. Big kid. To say the least. That's a lot to bring down if you're the opponent. If you're on the North squad, you're dealing with this guy. You're dealing with a lot of man out there, I'll tell you that.
6'4", 315.
Now, he has taken his jersey off and his pads off, so he's obviously done for the day. He's right down in front of us, and he's still got some medical staff with him. Looks like he'll take a seat on the bench for the rest of the game. And so, after all that, the South still has the football. I guess they just called penalties on both sides and just put the ball back in the hands of the South. And then we have the quarterback running the football around the left side, Douglas, and he is grabbed by the back of his jersey and slung down. Now, it wasn't a horse collar. It was a jersey catch, right?
Yes.
Once again, the heavy package.
I think so. He just, like I said, there's a lot of frustration on the North right now. So I hope they'll keep their heads together and finish this thing in a good way.
Bryson Steele, the one who one-handed that tackle by grabbing the jersey and slinging Douglas to the ground. It brings up 4th and 2, and we have 3:48 to play. And we're going to have a timeout here with 3:48 to play. And the South on top, 28-8. Stay tuned for our post-game coverage. Richie will get with both head coaches as quickly as we can. Most important, you're connected. And get their thoughts on what transpired out here today. Yeah. But it's been an interesting afternoon. We've had some big plays. We've had big plays on offense and defense. And we've had some physicality out there as well.
It continues and it sets up. And like I said, it's just they're very frustrated. Both teams are, I know, especially the North. But
Touchstone Energy Cooperatives All-Star Bowl.
You can play, what does it coaches tell players? You can play angry.
Most valuable players.
Don't play dirty.
Today's contest.
I mean, you want to play with a certain amount of anger, I imagine.
Well, you do, but you represent a whole lot of people out here, and this game represents a lot. Then you don't want to see it get ugly.
Yeah, but it is an all-star game. But you do like to see the competitive juices flowing.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to compete. That's why they put one on one side and one on the other,
and they keep a scoreboard.
Yep.
We got a direct snap. It's going to be enough for the first down. It's the big running back from Irmo taking the direct snap. Jaden Allen Hendricks. He's got enough for the first down, and we got more pushing and shoving going on out there again, and we're going to get another penalty flag. And another South offensive lineman has been pulled down. This time it's Phil McLean from Carolina Forest getting into it with the defense. And a flag came flying out. And I see Coach Early is out there on the middle of the field telling both sides to cut it out and calm it down.
It's almost like you don't want to stop a game.
Yeah.
But this game's gotten to the point where it's kind of out of hand.
Richie, what do you see from where you are?
Well, I think what you're seeing is a lot of emotion left over from that last play. You know, the one thing you can give the offensive line and the defensive line, those guys are in the trenches together. So they're, you know, he's still got a lot of emotions from seeing his buddy standing over here on the sideline. And like you guys said, what they need to do is talk to both teams, settle everything down. We've got, 3 minutes, 41 seconds. Let's end this thing on a good note. It's been a great week. We need this to end on a good note tonight.
Well, these guys have been together since they got here on Tuesday, checking in. They have participated in a number of different things related to fun and games and eating. They do all that together. They practice on separate fields. They went to Target on Thursday together to hang out with the young kids. But again, the emotions can get the better of you sometimes. You got to be able to reel it in, and they've not been able to do that very well here the last few minutes.
No, the referee just indicated 2 penalties on the South. We'll see what happens here.
Coach Wilson is out there from the South trying to get everything sorted out, telling his guys, cool it, let's finish this thing. Coach Young is out there as well from the North talking to the officials. So they're going to back up the South and push them back. They did have the first down, so it's a dead ball foul. It came after the play ended. So they did get the first down on that 4th down run. That's going to back them up, gosh, a good 25, 30 yards at least. Because they were down around the 4 or 5 yard line.
They gave them 2 15-yard penalties. One for personal foul, one for unsportsmanlike conduct.
All right, ball's at the 35-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 35.
Counterpart tells me that was a dead ball and foul that happened.
Nope. 1st and 10 at the 35. Why wouldn't that be 1st and goal from the 35 if they were already down there inside the...
I don't understand the call.
And that clock's going to start running.
All right. Ball's at the 35. Whatever the case may be, the ball's at the 35-yard line. And you got Douglas in at quarterback. And he is going to keep the football and just kind of tiptoe his way into the middle and get thrown down
And the quarterback number
after a very short game. But I just think the South just wants to run the clock here.
And I think everybody here wants them to.
Yeah. And the clock is rolling. 3:10 to go in the ball game. 28-8 is the score. Trotting onto the field is Drake Braddock at quarterback now. McKalen Bowie was in on that last tackle for the North. 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 33-yard line. You got one running back in the backfield with the quarterback, Braddock. It's the big guy from Irmo who breaks it off the left side, across the 30, down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. That's Hendricks. He's put on a show here in the second half. He's looked really good.
Done well, very well.
JoJo Barrett gets in on the tackle. Now we're alternating quarterbacks. Douglas comes back in. Hendricks comes out. He is a good-looking athlete. I have not seen where there's been much recruiting action on him as far as a decision or anything like that. But you're right. Somebody needs to take a look at him.
Certainly. A lot of kids nobody's looked at, I understand.
Inside of 2 minutes now in the ball game with the South facing a 3rd down snap here. And they run it to the right side. Looking for the corner. He's going to get to about the 21, 22-yard line before he's gang tackled there. That was Trey Thompson from Andrew Jackson on that run to the right. Going to be well short of the 1st down to gain. I would imagine the South will come up and run another play just to keep the clock rolling. We're at 1:49. We're at 1:49 to play in our ball game with the South leading 28-8.
Who called timeout?
The North called timeout.
Okay.
So the North has called timeout. Okay. I don't know why they call timeout. Why would you call timeout down 20 points? Unless you're just trying to show your kids we don't quit.
Yeah. I don't know, but they do, and they can't take them home with you.
Can't use them. Just the end of the road with it. Let's go down to Richie. Things kind of calm down there on the sideline.
Yeah, everything looks pretty calm now. I'm actually looking here at some of the coaches for the South, talking to some of the players for the North that have come over, and you saw the dancing happening. Anytime beach music breaks out here in the Grand Strand, it's automatic a dance part both sides of the field. So it didn't take long. You just had to have the right music playing.
Yeah.
I'm going to do sports science.
Kind of got inside their heads there a little bit. We're at the beach. We hear the music. Let's dance.
Little bit of shagging on the boulevard.
Coach Luckadoo knows a thing or two about that.
I used to do that.
Shagging on the boulevard.
I did that in my younger days. Had a great time.
I bet. Up there in Cullowhee. Didn't you make a quick stop at junior college?
Yeah, I was at Gardner Webb when it was a junior college.
Yeah. Were you a non-qualifier or something?
Yes.
No.
I was.
No, you weren't.
ACC had to make 850 in 1967. No,
I was really just joking.
No, I mean, heck,
I didn't realize we had that back then.
well, they didn't. It said the ACC had it. I signed at South Carolina, and then I made 840 4 times.
First of all, I didn't know you signed at South Carolina.
Pepsodent Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
To play what?
Running back.
These are things I did not know.
Oh, my secrets.
All right, we have
young man down here.
We have a injured player for the South. And he's at the 20-yard line. Staff is out to tend to him after that last running play, which will bring up a third down once they take care of this young man, and we get him up and at him again here in just a moment, we hope. Everything will be all right. We reset. The score is 28-8 from the South with 1:36 to play in our ball game. And it has been domination in the second half by the South.
Total.
Let's go down to Richie, see if he's got a closer look at that injury, kind of tell us what's going on with the injured South player. You got an eye on that?
Yeah, it looks like they're looking at his calf or something like that. Maybe a cramp or something to that point. They're between his ankle and his calf. He is slowly starting to try to get back up. I can tell you these frontline guys are big fellas, but that's a young man from Cane Bay. He's a battler, so he got up. Looks like he'll be all right.
Let's identify him. That is Andrew Tumbleston, 6'3", 265 from Cane Bay. He is limping off, favoring his left leg. Favoring his left leg. Yeah. Might have a sprain, might be a cramp type situation. He seems to be walking better as he gets closer to the bench area, so that's good. He seems to be putting more weight on that. You definitely want to get out of here with no injuries and shake hands and go your separate ways when it's all over. All right, back to action. We got 3rd and about 6. Quarterback's keeping it around the left side. 15 and running out of bounds at about the 13-yard line is the quarterback over there, and that's Douglas, who's had a good ball game. Got to start thinking about who's going to be the MVPs of this game. Those will be announced here shortly at the conclusion of the game. Who would you cite, Coach?
I don't know. The McDaniel kids, got a lot of yards rushing, so far, but I don't know. It had to be somebody on the defensive side.
How about the McCray kid with the 2 interceptions?
Yeah.
Perhaps you might go that route.
Yeah.
And they were big interceptions.
Right.
All right, first down, and we're going to get victory. Yeah, victory formation here for the South. Just going to take a knee and let the clock run out.
The South's going to bring out the victory
and 1:09 to go. 28-8 is our score. South's going to win this one. So that would mean the South will have won 4 of the last 5. They've won 3 in a row. Then they lost last year. They're going to win this year. Be 4 out of 5 for the South. The coaches are already starting to make their way, well, sort of, making their way towards the middle of the field. Then Coach Wilson got redirected back to his bench. Take one more snap here, and this will probably do it. with 37 seconds to go. And that will do it. They take the snap, they take the knee, the clock is rolling inside of 30, and our final score is going to be the South 28 and the North 8, and the teams are lining up to shake hands at midfield. And we will come back in just a moment and bring you some post-game coverage with interviews and the MVPs. The final score, once again, the South 28 and the North 8. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly.
Time out. What is going on? This has to stop.
Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in South Carolina.
This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
Final score of the South 28 and the North 8 this afternoon in the 76th Touchstone Energy Bowl. North-South All-Star football game here in Myrtle Beach. And let's go down to Richie and see if he happens to be with Coach Walt Wilson, winning coach of the South. Perhaps.
Yes, sir. We got him live right here. Coach Wilson, 76th annual North-South game. You take it home here, big 28-8. Came in with a lot of emotion coming out of that locker room in the second half, and it seemed like you guys kept it going for the rest of the game.
Yeah. We bottom line, we went in and we talked about it. And I just felt we were the better team. And I told them, I said, look, everything they got, we gave to them. And we're going to come out and do what we do. And that's how we practice physical a week. We play physical. And that's all you ask these kids to do, man. They're a great bunch of kids. It's an honor for me to be able to coach these kids.
Tell us about that offensive line. That seemed to be the story tonight. I mean, your defense, you got to give Coach Crosby some love there, but that offensive line is just controlling that offensive line.
Listen, that's how you say that's SEC football. You pound, and play a little bit of defense. That's all we did.
All right, real quick before we get you out of here, defensively, I mean, literally you gave up 6 points, 2, of course, on the other end. But when you look at Coach Crosby, the defense, and what he was able to just shut down everything that was thrown at him, tell us a little bit about your defense.
No. Coach Crosby, first of all, is a great head coach, and his teams that you know of is defensive teams. We done battled a lot. I was in Calhoun County, and he had Bamberg, and they always be defensive sound. The kids love playing for them. That was just a great deal.
Good job, Coach. Congratulations. Enjoy the victory.
Okay, Richie, thanks. We'll let you go find Coach Young from the North, and we'll hit a timeout here in our post-game show. Final score, the South 28, the North 8. This is a Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
We're with Major Billy Downer of the Department of Natural Resources. Major Downer, let's say I'm out in the woods or I'm on the water and I need to reach a DNR agent. How do I do that?
Operation Game Thief, Phil. It's been around 30-plus years. You can call us at our 24-hour hotline any time of day, 1-800-922-5431. To report wildlife violations or to get help if you're in trouble in the woods or on the water, call us at Operation Game Thief, 1-800-922-5431.
Avoiding excess financial stress from the holidays doesn't take a Christmas miracle. All it takes is a Christmas loan from Founders Federal Credit Union. Our Christmas loan is designed to ease your Yuletide expenses so you can focus on what matters most, spreading joy and love. With our great rates, flexible repayment options, and outstanding service, you'll be ready for whatever the holidays might throw your way. So instead of putting that unexpected sleigh repair on next year's wish list, visit foundersfcu.com/Christmas loan to unwrap your own magic this Christmas. Relax with Founders Federal Credit Union. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership qualification required.
This year's Carolina and Clemson Jackpot $5 scratch-off tickets give you a chance to win up to $200,000, whether you're a Gamecock or a Tiger. Plus, you can enter your tickets into the Second Chance promotion for a chance to step on the field or the court to win $50,000, $75,000, or even $100,000. In this state, winning the Palmetto Series does matter that much. So get your tickets today. See SCEducationLottery.com for odds and details. Winning and non-winning tickets can be entered. Second chance odds depend on number of entries received.
Touchstone Energy Cooperative members save more on electricity. And members save more on insurance, groceries, healthcare, restaurants, travel, concerts, and sporting events through Co-op Connections. Touchstone Energy is an alliance of the member-owned electric cooperatives. And as a member, the power is yours. Experience the power of co-op membership with Touchstone Energy and find out how much you can save on electricity and a whole lot more at touchstoneenergy.com.
All right, final score this afternoon, the South over the North, 28-8. Let's go down to Richie Altman, who is with the head coach of the North. On the losing side today, Coach Will Young. Richie?
Young with us here, guys. A tough day today, Coach. 28-8. You guys battled, though. I mean, that's nowhere near what it looked like in the first half. Tell us a little bit about the game, what you said to the kids at half, and what are you going to tell them here at the end of this one?
Well, about the big thing at halftime was to take the time. I don't know if that went over real well, obviously, but we had a lot of things that were let go there in the first half by the crew, and some of it just kept building. But big things try to be as disciplined as good. Hopefully, we get some breaks. They did a really good job keeping time possession in the second half. It hurts a little bit, but these are great kids. I mean, it was a great week. These kids did a good job for us.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Glad you were able to be a part of it. And, of course, we'll wait to see what you guys do out there over at Greer next year.
Well, we look forward to it. Got a lot of them back. Good squad, and I'm excited to get back to work.
You got it, Coach. Good job. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Richie, and thank you, Coach Young. And we will come back with the announcement of the MVPs for today's game in just a moment. This is the Touchstone Energy Bowl on the Sports Talk Media Network.
Experience the difference with Lawyer Lisa.
Hi, this is Lisa Hostetler-Brown. If you or a loved one are over 65 and haven't completed a long-term care planning consultation, now is the time. Did you know that if you aren't able to afford the high cost of skilled care, your assets can be rapidly depleted to only $2,000 unless you plan 5 years in advance? Visit lawyerlisa.com to see how we can help.
7511 St. Andrews Road, Irmo, South Carolina.
Join the Trailblaze Challenge, the endurance hike program where big hearts come together for big steps to create hope for local Wish families through Make-A-Wish, South Carolina. This spring, take part in a new journey on the Palmetto Trail. From sunrise on the highest peak in South Carolina to the coastal marshes of the Lowcountry, hikers of all levels can support critically ill children, enjoy and explore the outdoors, and build South Carolina pride and community through an all-inclusive hike experience. Visit sctrailblazechallenge.org to learn how to get started. That's sctrailblazechallenge.org.
South Carolina's taste buds have spoken, and they're asking for beef. There are more than 7,800 farms raising cattle from pasture to plate in the Palmetto State. So whether it's steaks on the grill before the big game, sirloin medallions plated for date night, or burgers with a family, make sure beef is a part of your playbook this football season. Smoked, grilled, and slow roasted. Find the best way to enjoy your beef at sccattle.org. Beef, it's what's for dinner in South Carolina. Funded by the South Carolina Beef Council, part of the Beef Checkoff Program.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in South Carolina. This message presented by the SCHSL and the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association.
Final score this afternoon in the Touchstone Energy Bowl. South 28, the North 8. Continuing with our post-game coverage down to Richie. He's around the MVPs. Go ahead, Richie.
All right, guys, we're down here with the South. We got MVP on the offense, number 2, Carmela McDaniel from Hartsville, the running back. Defensive MVP, number 4, Isaiah McClary from Irmo. We'll start off real quick. Carmela, man, what a performance today, man. What a performance in your high school career. What does this game mean to you? And tell us a little bit of your thoughts as you wrap up your senior highlights.
I tried with a lot of focus. I did what I could. I battled. I fought to the last inch. You know, I just came out here prepared. You know, locked in with my boys, and we just had a great outcome.
All right, now go over to the defense, Isaiah. Man, what a performance by you as well, man. A solid finish to a great career in high school. What does this game mean to you, and what do you will remember in your high school time as you look back?
It means a lot, and just putting on for my city, my school, Irmo. You know, just being doubted, one of those guys coming up. I'm just happy I can be out here, be able to compete with these guys, and be the best of the best.
All right, buddy. Congratulations, guys. All right, real quick, get to the north side real quick. I got number 80 right now, Michael McClellan from JL. Man, what does this mean? I mean, it's not the turnout you wanted, but what a performance. You guys kept it together. A lot of relationships made, a lot of memories made, but something you'll never forget, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. I'm just happy and proud to be able to come down here and me and one of my best friends able to leave us a little bit of swag with us. I'm just happy that I'm able to do it with this guy here.
When you look back at your high school career, what's the one thing that you'll look back and say, man, I did that?
Just being able to turn the team around from a 1-9 team to 11-3 team losing Upper State. That's one thing I'm gonna remember. Staying down and not changing.
Good job, man. Appreciate it. All right, real quick, we'll wrap up with the defense here, and good Mr. Bennett, JL, man, a lot of history made over there as well. But today, you got a chance to represent a 5-star program. What does this mean to you to play in this game? And tell me about a memory that you'll look back going forward and always remember their high school days.
Yeah, man, this means a lot to me, man. Just to win the MVP with my dog. Just to stay down with my Coach Watson. And just staying consistent. Just staying with the pace. Don't follow the crowd. Don't try to go win the ring somewhere. Go make history on your own. That's all I'll leave with.
Well, good job, man. We enjoyed having you this week. Go and enjoy it. Good luck in your next chapter. All right, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Richie, thank you so much. Great job. Great having you part of the crew. See you in a little bit. Richie Altman from the sidelines. Coach Ted Luckadoo, it's been great being with you once again. Your final thoughts on today's game.
Tale of two halves. The South came out in the second half and took control of the game, and then had some incidents, but glad the games and the kids had a great time, and I know the South feel happy that they won. But you leave here with a lot. One of the kids just said, you leave here with a lot of experiences and lifetime friends.
This is true. A lot of memories and a great week. Players got here Tuesday. They had a full week of it. And great way to cap the high school season for these guys. Now we pass the torch on to the folks at the Shrine Bowl. Wish the Sandlappers a ton of luck this week in practice and against the Tar Heels next Saturday up in Spartanburg. Want to take a moment here to thank our producer back in Columbia, Joshua Cohen. Want to thank Joe Cashin from Coastal Carolina for providing us with our sideline equipment. And our thanks to Chris Parks from WBTW in Florence for providing us with an additional sideline mic as well. So thanks to those guys and those organizations for helping us out. So we wrap it up from here, the 76th Annual Touchstone Energy Cooperatives Bowl. Thanks to the folks at Touchstone Energy for everything they do for high school football in South Carolina. Congratulations to Coach Scott Early, his official new role as the Executive Director of the Coaches Association. Good luck to Coach Sheldula and Mrs. Coach Sheldula as they go off into the retirement world, as far as that will take them. We thank you for being with us. Have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy what is ahead of you this holiday season. Again, our final score, the South 28 and the North 8. For Coach Ted Luckadoo, our spotter, Chris Bethay, our producer, Joshua Cohen, Phil Kornblut saying, thank you for being with us. Have a great afternoon from Myrtle Beach.
Today's broadcast of the Touchstone Energy North-South All-Star Game has been brought to you by Touchstone Energy Electric Cooperatives. Be sure to support your local Touchstone Energy Electric Cooperative. Find out more at touchstoneenergy.com. And thank you for listening to this presentation of the Touchstone Energy Bowl and Mr. Football South Carolina Award on the Sports Talk Media Network.
WQXL Columbia, W264DX.
From the Bart Fireside Studio, the solution for keeping you warm this winter.
This is 107 The Point.
We'll get that.